Welcome everybody to session 5 already of the Chronicles of Patria campaign. I am Tyler, your storyteller. Joined with me on my left screen is 6 kooky characters. They've decided on a theme for today's show. I'll let them reveal what that looks like when we get to it, but thanks again for joining us. A couple quick announcements, guys. Some exciting stuff coming your way, so we'll jump right into it here, starting with I wanted to remind you all to take a moment, if you could, to follow us on all of our socials. You can find us at 3 Death Saves virtually everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Help us get the word out about our awesome show. Show your support and really just help make things amazing for us as we continue to go through the Chronicles of Patria storyline. Besides that, I do have some cool announcements. We are beginning to form what will be a audio-only adventure starting over on all of our various podcasting platforms at the end of March. So stay tuned for more information on that as we join a different group of individuals, taking them through the vast lands of Valena and greater Patria area, as well as we have some one-shot announcements coming up. So stay tuned on our Twitter, as well as join us on Discord to find out some more information about that in the coming weeks. That's really all I got. As a reminder for last week, before I hand it over to Bubbly, aka Aquamarine, to bring us in for this week's recap, we left as our party crawled through the multi-layered gem mine. They faced both the rough terrain of the space around them and the might of a handful of Sandland fighters. Finally, our party reaching the bottom of the mine, discovering the area closed off to keep the Sandlands from coming through, and what appears to be a massive door. Without further ado, I will let Aqua and the rest of the players bring us in for tonight's session. You guys are so... I love you guys. You guys are the best, even if you're a bunch of shitheads. I love you guys. You guys are all so dressed up and so beautiful. Backwards hat day. I love it.
We're all on vacation. We're all on vacation.
Got the Hawaiian shirts or the funny shirt. I love it.
This comment's about to be a vacation.
All right. This session is gonna be like a vacation. As promised, I have a vacation episode planned. I promise.
This had to double.
You promised us that last time, and one of us died.
There's no beach episode in Patria.
There's never been a beach episode.
The beach episode is the friends we made along the way. Okay.
Of course, there is no beach in Patria.
I'm gonna turn my hat around now.
That's true. There are no shorelines. There are actually, fun fact, there are no shorelines in Patria. That is correct. It's just one big brick.
There you go, everybody.
Oh, love the hat. Love the hat. All right. Without further ado, yeah, in case we forgot, Aqua, if you want to walk us through our recap and remind us what happened last time, and a little bit of the couple sessions before that, before we jump into tonight's episode of the Chronicles of Patria. What do you got?
Okay, so what I have is, first off, I apologize now. I've only done this once. And I also forgot to change someone's name. Anyways, previously on 3 Death Saves, after this group of unlikely friends sign a contract with Leon Clements after
Clements.
What?
Clements. I like your name better. Clements.
Clements.
Leon Clements.
Leon Clements. Yeehaw, motherfucker. Okay. Anyways, they enter the Syrinscape gem mines to look for the missing miners and solve the problem of potential invasions. As the group, I can't with the music. My brain's going nuts. Wait 1 second. As the group journeys into the mines, with Niall's help of a vague map, Kuno and Aqua try to entertain themselves by playing some music. Soren attempts to stop Kuno, doing it in a certain fatherly way that Kuno does not approve of. There may be some tension there now. After some time in the mines, Niall and Moss notice a shadowy humanoid figure, sorry, not finger.
Just one single finger. Oh no!
Anyways, crouching on the ground. Al could have sworn he's seen it from somewhere, but not quite sure where. Eventually, the group enters a chamber with scattered wood everywhere and a very, very deep hole that goes down for who knows how far. After some time examining the room, they discover that this is actually a broken or fallen apart elevator shaft. Upon discovering how to get down, Moss takes it upon himself to ask Ubnak, the captured goblin, for directions by taking a look at the map. With this small goblin being just a little bit hungry, decides to taste the map instead of looking at it. He may have been punished by a certain gentle giant that might not be actually... What? That might not actually be that gentle. Sorry, What? After that mess, the group decides to mend all their rope together and use Aqua's tree stump to hold the group as they descend down. Eamon takes it upon himself to place pistons to make the trip a little easier for everyone. But Pitons, my bad.
Pitons!
Pitons. I gotta remember it's like if you pronounce it.
Pistons.
In Minecraft.
My bad. Where was I? Make it a little easier for everyone, but needed Aqua's abilities to make them as he went down, aka she got a piggyback ride. A yeehaw. As the unlikely duo climbed down the hole, Eamon noticed a blue flickering light. Must have been from Soren's bad spell reception from his dancing lights, who knows. Upon the duo reaching the bottom and shouting back at their colleagues to head down, a certain brother, Soren, pushes Ubnak into the elevator shaft, causing his death. The goblins, not Soren. Soren's fine. Once the group took a short rest, they continued their journey into the mines, only to discover some wandering, or perhaps stalking, goblins, turning it into a brawl. Victory to our group! They continue moving forward down the mine shaft until they reach a room that is at the end of the map. After traveling for 12 hours, my god, my nog, the group descends.
Boo.
Nope. The group decides. The group decides to rest for the night, possibly the day, where Kuno and Soren experience a strange sensation of being alone, a creepy door in darkness, and then not being alone. What could this mean? And what does it mean when Eamon shoves his hand into Moss's chest, eating his dreams? And why does Moss hear his mother's taunting voice as he goes through Eamon's feeding? So many questions. But stay tuned to find out more. Side note, the episode, it ended on the date of Banil 11th of 1259.
Yeah, awesome. We're going to start adding the date. It's not necessarily important this early on. Yes, good job, Aqua. That was a fantastic recap. I love ending it with a little bit of a hook. Give the audience something to think about for what might be coming. Love it. As we dive into tonight's session,
How we dive in?
we have completed a long rest. I will allow everyone to wake up in the morning. You can click that long rest button. P.S. I already did for you. You guys are good.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You got to click some other buttons. Yes, let's start off before we get into the narrative with our plague victims rolling on the Fey Plague table, please.
Oh,
All right,
son of a
I'm getting a little coffee.
Little coffee?
Coffee.
Also, Tyler, the thing I messaged you about.
Oh, Jesus, yes. Hold on.
Just letting you know, Tyler.
What you roll, Nick?
I'm about to roll.
Starting the day with casting mage
dos.
armor and then
quattro.
using sorcery points.
Actually,
to gain this muscle.
4. 4.
Vier.
En 2.
Zwei, yeah.
2 en 4.
I was cocked.
I rolled the wrong dice.
Nothing
That's why I have to do it again.
happens.
Oh, 9.
Ooh, Aqua, that's not great.
I don't even know what this is.
That's
It landed on the floor.
Aqua's just dead, guys.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Jesus. Also, Aqua, you don't have the Fey Plague, so I'm not sure why you're rolling, but you're welcome to just be sick if you'd like.
But it's on. Well, if I don't have it, I don't.
Yeah,
have
you don't have the Fey Plague condition. It's just you can see the roll table just like anybody else. Nothing
Well,
happens
Why
for
is it
Niall
in my,
as
like,
well.
rollable tables? That's so weird.
It's just it shows for everybody. That's like the whole
I want to see what I
party's roll
can
Thank
tables.
Oh,
Is it?
no.
Wait, is it in your? Wait, is
Ooh.
it on your character sheet? Because
No,
if it's
it
not,
is.
then you don't have
Good
it.
thing I don't
It is
have the Fae play.
I don't.
God, quit
Imagine
using.
having
Soren,
to be
what'd you
sick
get?
for being Fae.
Sweet, we're all good. But while we are rolling, I'm going to give Kuno one of my potions. So, how do I trade?
So you go to the bottom left corner. It says.
Are you talking
request
about
trade.
Oh, there we go.
your suppression potions?
Yeah, I'm gonna give Kuno one of them.
Your
I
suppression.
not feed him.
You're just giving him one to hold.
Yeah, because he used one on me, so I'm gonna balance it out.
Well,
I
so
used one of yours on you.
he had to use one of yours. They are made with your guys' blood, so they are specific
never
to
mind.
you individual. Yeah.
Oh, so
So he robbed from your pile.
yeah, that's okay. Then I would have.
He helped you. He helped you. All right. What effect did you get, Soren? If you haven't rolled yet.
I didn't get any.
All right. Pretty calm day for the plague.
I'm still gonna be coughing though, because I still have a cough.
Deal. There's a little bit of a. It's cold down
Recovering
here.
from
It's a little
yesterday,
damp.
yeah.
It's not comfortable.
You have the
As
actual plague?
yeah, just the real plague.
The real actual.
Yeah, I got bubonic.
I got the
I'm
bubonic.
somehow still alive though.
Anyways, let's start with as we wake up in the morning with our friend Niall. As you come to consciousness, honestly, a fairly okay sleep. You weren't disturbed in your dreams the way that the brothers or the Fae folk were. You wake up in the morning. What does your morning routine look like today?
I'm just gonna see if anybody else is awake first of all.
Make a perception check.
Oh boy, starting off great today.
It's the hat.
It is the hat. The hat's a curse.
Depending on
Or
what
the
time
shirt.
it is. Depending on what time it is, Soren would probably wake up early and start reading that, cracking open that book.
With a 4 perception, looks like everybody's asleep.
Oh,
Never mind.
good to know. Okay, with that,
You're propped off well enough, Soren, that it looks like you're just sleeping up against the wall.
I was like making.
Niall's very
I was about to make a joke
distracted.
about- I was about to make a joke about how dancing like is like when you have that little like Game Boy thing and you put it and you're trying to see anything and you can't because it's like before you had a backlit screen.
Oh,
With-
sorry, now I know what you're talking about.
my perception that everybody's asleep, I'm going to just untie my hair from its ponytail and just start coming through and just
Guys,
start brushing it through again and just observing it before I tie it up again.
doesn't look any different, although you find yourself kind of thumbing the ends a little bit between your fingers just to see if they feel any different or... Nope. Seems all right.
Okay. With that, I don't know if we probably can't make any cooking things down here, so I can't cook. Then Mother would be disappointed in me. With nothing else to do, I'd probably just start polishing my gun again, making sure everything's loaded. If it gets to be too quote-unquote late, then I'd start to wake everybody else up. Including Soren, because I think he's asleep.
Okay. As you walk over to Soren, he's reading through the book that you were given that was found in Oswald's residence, I believe, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm reading the Blood Maiden,
Okay.
right? Or Blood Siren.
Blood Siren, yeah. Great title. 10 out of 10 young adult fiction novel.
Mm,
Basically, Hunger Games.
As you all come to, you do find that the goblin friend that you had taken captive only a few hours ago as you got ambushed in the tunnels leading down to the bottom layer. You find he's kind of crumpled in the corner towards one of the entrances back into the mines. Not the one that you guys came down, but just kind of put out of place. But you are all awake.
Where are me and Amon?
You took last watch, so you would still be kind of in that, in the entrance back the way you came. So right in the center of the room, opposite of the massive door that has been kind of crumbled in with rubble.
And at what stage are we at?
You would have finished before anyone woke up. You had enough of the night to complete.
And as for our little spy,
You look over, you see him in the corner where you left him.
is
Not
there
moving. looks like he's asleep or...
any way we could have possibly silenced him before morning?
Yeah, I think we would have stuffed like cloth into his mouth or something like that. That way he couldn't scream out.
If you head over to where he is,
Hint him on.
Well, you guys head over to where he is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You find that he has a singular, like, burn mark spot right in the center of his forehead, and he is in fact dead.
Oh. Do I recognize the cause of death?
Looks like your handiwork.
Oh, okay, right.
Must have happened by accident during the feeding. Who knows? But your second goblin companion is no more.
Amon will just kind of kick the
Right. Friend, something dispatched our prisoner in the middle of the night. Doesn't look to be any normal means.
Did no one hear it? We were on watch, no?
No, look at his head.
What's wrong with his head?
So
Look at it.
You all see the burn mark right in the center.
Rod, can I look at it? Like, examine it?
Sure, make a medicine check.
Yeah, baby. Alright,
What does the mark look like? Can someone draw it?
It's like a perfect circle right in the middle of his head.
Does it look
About
like
the
a cigarette
side.
burn, but like all the way through his head?
It doesn't go all the way through his head, but it looks like a
circle.
cigarette burn, slightly larger, yeah.
So not a bullet wound.
Not a bullet wound.
Okay.
Just someone with a really big cigar and they just went.
Yeah.
Like,
24. This was arcane fire of some sort that killed this goblin.
It was magic.
I don't think death is that magical.
You'd be surprised.
You'd be
I
surprised.
would like you to show me.
Maybe another time.
Okay.
That's just sorry, kills.
Right, well, we definitely would have heard him screaming if
Just
it was
offer
anything
to
that
kill
made
Aqua.
noise. Because we
Right.
were standing just over there the entire time.
And you didn't hear like any like concentrated, because it looks like it was focused on him.
Right, it does.
I didn't hear anything.
So you didn't hear a "Ah!" like nothing,
Not even, like,
nothing at all.
Not even a death note.
No, we checked and he was asleep a few hours ago.
I'm
It's
going.
possible that he died in
Did-
his sleep. You can't scream if you're asleep.
I'm gonna. Are you? I guess I'm just try to see if I get if they like if I feel like this is not fishy. Not that I care that the goblin lived or died, but more of like whether or not they're trying to like.
Give me a general
the
just
bush.
insight check. Just do a vibe check real quick.
Do I need to
vibe
roll
check.
anything?
Vibe check.
Let's see.
Mon doesn't need to roll anything. he's not lying about shit.
I mean, technically, I'm not telling a total lie. He was alive a few hours ago.
Go ahead and give me a. Just roll a d20 for me, Moss. Oof. That did not.
That's a 17.
Okay. What'd you get,
Did we
Soren?
tie? You got a 17 on the die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn, I got a total of 17.
You don't know Moss and Amon well enough to really have a good judge of character, but they're also the type of shady folk to do something like this. So you don't have proof or any reason to believe they're lying to you, but it's not beyond their capabilities to just kill this creature mercilessly.
Yeah, I don't care that they killed him as the goblin per se. It's more of like why like Soren's like not like if he doesn't know that if they're lying or not or something like that, but it's more of like they were on watch, so like did they really not see anything, or are they just like is something up or something like that? That's what's together.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to gather. You're just being a little shifty. Yes.
On when you mean my handiwork, do you mean like an Eldritch Blast, or are we talking like my handiwork?
This looks like an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And actually, knowing your ability as well, this looks execution style. You walked up to this goblin, putting your palm to his head.
I don't remember doing that.
No, you do not.
Could Kuno kind of just like look around the area for footsteps just to see if like there's like a lead towards one of the tunnels?
Yeah, make a survival check. Absolutely.
Just like a Scooby-Dooing around. That is a 18 plus 3.
18. 21.
Whammo.
21.
There are some mighty large footprints leading to where Amon and Amos were camped out.
Okay.
Okay.
Which that also like
Amon will take off his coat and kind of like put it on the floor next to the large pile of rocks that is supporting this, or like that this cave-in is doing.
Yeah.
And just like look back and just be like, are we moving this shit or what's happening?
Pecan.
Figure we should get started.
I will get to my shovel.
Do you want your non-broken hand manacles?
Sure.
Yeah, looking around the room too, now that you guys have had a night's rest and are a little bit more about yourselves, the room is quite large. It's about 40 feet across, or 50, 60 feet across, and about 30 feet deep from where the tunnels start and where this door is. It's a pretty large space. There's lots of shadowy corners. You guys can start pulling the debris and rubble out of this kind of forced cave-in.
Yeah.
If you guys
I do
want to
have
get
a
started on
shovel.
that.
So
You
does
do
this
have a
give me
shovel?
advantage?
It'll help with like the cleanup of like the small rocks, but there are like full-size boulders blocking your path that you guys are gonna have to make some.
I can use it as a lever.
Yeah, you could be a good way to test the tensile strength of the shovel versus the weight of the boulder. But
Could I use my
Might be good at breaking
my
up rocks.
druid craft to like move the boulders, like bring up giant roots or vines?
I will say
Or
with
is
the
it, like,
limitation of your cantrip, it might aid and maybe lower the DC a little bit with some of the strength checks, but it's not gonna be an auto success in that case. But could definitely help.
Well, I was gonna say if that's the case, I'll assist anyone who does either of those.
All right.
Mon is getting to work, cracking his knuckles and just starting to heave.
Just punching them?
rocks. No, just like heaving rocks off the pile.
Okay, so
Stretch.
who's doing what? Everyone, we'll go around the room. Amon, what are you doing?
Amon is just like hat and jacket off, just in the tunic, just fucking grabbing rocks and just trying to pull them out as best he can.
Okay, and Aqua,
Trying
you're
to clear the
assisting with
path.
that using Druidcraft.
Yes.
Kuno, what are you doing?
So just to clarify, oh sorry, accidentally bumped my camera. Did you say there's one exit, or are there multiple?
So the door, the giant's door that is like the size of like a Titan's door, is what you guys are trying to clear out. Behind you, there are many different paths. Remember, it's a strip mine, so there's many different branching out systems that you could travel upon. And then the room itself is large enough that even where you're standing, you can't see the walls on either side. So you could look around as well to see what's really in this room. You guys haven't investigated to see if there's anything of note other than where you guys camped for the night.
Yeah, Kuno's gonna take his lantern and shovel and just kind of head down one of the strip mines. And just kind of like, I'm going to go and see if there's another way around this.
I can go with you if you like. I'm not much use moving rocks.
Ceilings are low, but if you're willing.
You know, I've crawled in smaller places.
Okay. Moss and Kuno head out doing that. Niall, what are you doing?
I try and help with the rocks, but I have stick arms, so it's probably not gonna go that well.
Or like,
You start helping Amon with the help of the Druidcraft for a little bit and don't really have a whole lot of luck. In some ways, even being maybe a hindrance to the process.
Okay, I'm just gonna do what they were doing. Just follow some strip mine. Strip mine.
Give me a investigation check. And Soren, what are you doing?
While everyone's busy, I might get some blood from this goblin.
You're just in a silly, goofy, bloody mood. I'm gonna get some more blood from this goblin.
It just dawned on me I can also see this goblin's memory, so maybe I'll get lucky and see the moments before he dies.
All right, you take that goblin's blood, no problem. You can mark down. Just make a note of where you found the goblin so we can recall it from later, if you are unable to use it immediately. Niall, what'd you get with that investigation?
11.
11. You look towards the strip mines for a little bit, already noting that Kuno and Moss have wandered off. And after a little bit, you know, getting ready and kind of psyching yourself up to go down one of these tunnels and try to find a way around. You notice there's like a bag propped up against one of the entrances back into the strip mine.
I'm looking through that bag.
Okay. You open the bag and...
traps.
Would Niall know what this is? You
Don't say it
find
like that.
you find 4 foot long, quite skinny, like this, like a cigar width, sticks.
Would they recognize the smell?
Do you smell it, Niall?
Probably.
Smells like a lot of ammunition potential. Smells like black powder.
This is mine now.
This is mine now.
This is mine now. I need some more ammunition, and we can't really buy any down here.
Okay, you pocket 4 sticks of dynamite. And you head into the tunnels. You guys continue the process of clearing out this mine for a number of hours. Go ahead and give me a strength check with advantage, Amon, with the help of the Druidcraft.
Okay. Why am I the only one?
Yeah, the rest of you.
You took the initiative.
You're doing a good job.
plants are helping.
Put yourself in mode.
You're helping. You're helping our women. God, ascendancy. This is dumb.
Kuno doesn't know how strong you are. You just got to work. He's like, oh well, that guy's got it.
Oh, it's so good.
Strength check with advantage.
With advantage, yes.
That's a save, not a check. Probably wouldn't matter. Advantage. Oh, that's
I did not mean to do that.
Okay, that's not what that happened. I need to change the battery in my mice. I rolled a 15 plus 2, so a 17.
17 total. Yeah, with a 17, you are well on your way. It's gonna take after about an hour, you guesstimate you're looking at probably almost a full day's work if it's just you working on it.
Like Amon like takes like a second to like stop and take a breather, and he's like stretching his back out, and he takes his bandana that he has wrapped around his neck, kind of like pulls it up and dabs his forehead, and just like looks at Aqua. It's just like sees the empty room beside Soren that's just like crouched over fucking the goblin, and is just like, I could use a little help here. It's just gonna take me all day.
I'll be there in a second.
Okay, I'll give you an extra hand.
And
You are
And a
using-
finger.
You were only using one hand?
I was only using a finger.
A single
Amon turns
finger.
back to the rock and is just like, he said he'd help in a second. 3 hours ago. Just continues heaping rocks from the
I
fire.
actually did not say I would help.
I know.
Kuno and Moss as one group. One of you can make a check with advantage. You can both make investigation checks, and then Niall, as you head down a different path, you can also make an investigation check. Soren, after collecting the blood, what would you like to do?
Okay, so Niall is going through a pack right now, essentially.
Yes.
Amos and Amon. So we're in a circle. Which direction did Amos and Kuno go?
If we want to use cardinal directions just to keep it a little bit easier, so
Yeah.
if you're looking in the room stretches rectangular from north to south. On the west side is this door that Amon is clearing. On the east side, there are 5 different hallways that lead in, spaced out every 10 feet. Kuno and Moss went down the second one from the far right, and Niall is on the very far right, and that's where he found the bag. And then Niall has since left, but has given that or pocketed that bag and then headed into the mines.
A different one, not the same one. Moss and
A
Amon went.
different one, but the next one over, so only about 10 feet over. They might even run into each other.
Okay. Yeah, I said I would help, and I would help a little bit, so I'm gonna help a little bit.
Okay, you help them on.
Reminder,
with
did you say we could roll separately?
you could roll
this game?
separately or give one advantage to each other.
I did it with advantage, Bear.
Oh, you do with advantage? Cool. Never mind.
Got a nat 20 out of it, so
Got a little nat
worth
20.
in that case. -1 for a total of 19, but you know, it is what it is. And Niall with a 21. You both find. Let's roll for it.
Who's both? Sorry, did you say Amon? Dude. Kuno and Moss.
Kuno and Moss, you guys find.
Goodies.
Oh my god, that's a 12 on a d12.
Oh my god.
You guys find a cluster of minerals that
Wood
you're
rich.
able to pick up, and you have 12 decent quality sapphires.
Each have 12.
12 total between the two of you.
Oh. Wow. Kind of just looking down at it.
Well, that's fairly nice.
Say, we go half and half here?
Sure.
And Kuno kind of like, head leaning forward with like the lantern, he kind of like extends an arm backwards to like shake on it.
My giant hand awkwardly like.
No! And kind of like pull his shoulder, but this is like really uncomfortable for the both of them as they're like vertical.
I'm basically like I'm almost on my knees. I'd imagine at this point.
Yeah. Kuno
Like
will
squatting down.
Kuno will shovel them into his backpack.
Niall, you unfortunately did not find any gems. You do find, however, not too far from where you guys are, probably 3 tunnels over, so no more than 35, 40 feet away, a body laying face down.
Ass up.
Ass up. You motherfucker, Mac.
I'm gonna investigate this body.
Or
Get his ass up.
Go ahead and either investigation if you're looting the body, or holy shit, zombie.
My God.
What is happening?
No, it's not.
You're gifting people who have never seen the stream. What are you doing? Thanks, guys. You guys are insane. Holy cow.
I missed it. Oh no.
Just dropped 5 bombs in chat, man.
Oh.
Lord.
Thank you. Very, very, very awesome of you. Fair enough. You can either investigate the body if you're looting, or if you're looking for cause of death and how long they've been here, you can give me a medicine check.
Well, first I'm gonna loot the body.
Okay. Combo number 3, face down, ass up. God damn it, you guys. Dan, get your pencil out and go to work. you got some content to farm here, man.
There's a tier 3 in it for you.
Oh boy, that's great. So your investigation roll of a 14. You yes, you have. You loot the body. You find a couple copper and silver. They're not really carrying much money. You do find a note in his pocket. This appears to be a miner of some sort. He's dirtied up and covered in black soot and whatnot. You turn him over, and no medicine required. You see... Holy shit. Empress! I'm trying to tell a gosh darn story here, you motherfuckers! Oh, you guys are great.
We're about to close the chat because it keeps getting
Yeah,
distracted.
yeah, I'm closing it on OBS at least because I'm so distracted. Oh, you guys are great. Love the love. Honestly, thank you guys. We'll cut this out in post. I'm sure I'll remember. Without having to make a medicine check, you can tell that this man was killed by whatever happened to his face. His eyes, cover your ears, kids. His eyes are melted out of his sockets and burnt black. His lips melted off. His face pink and raw. And the smell of death has been here for a while. Thank you for the gifted subs, by the way.
I'm gonna leave that note for later and just leave because that smells awful. And I'm gonna take the note and like read it on the way. I can't read it. It's too dark. But
okay.
I'm gonna read it once I have light again.
Okay, you
With my dynamite, yeah.
rush back to the entrance of the tunnel, where the rest of your party, or sorry, half of your party is still lugging away at some rubble. Moss and Kuno, do you guys continue exploring with your investigation checks? You don't really see. You kind of travel around where you can to see if there's a way around this big door, and it just continues. There reaches a point where, for whatever reason, the strip mine stopped. Maybe just due to that's where they have managed to dig to, but there is a solid wall that has prevented them from going any further.
Right.
Sure.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah. Shall we head back?
I guess so. Not much else to do then.
And then as actually, no, go ahead. Yeah, we go.
Okay. You arrive not too far behind Niall. And Niall is just watching for a minute.
I'm waiting till they just like pause for 2 seconds so I can be like,
Well, you've gotten to the room, so I imagine you would have read the note first before like fully joining them. It seems to be the start of like just a letter writing home to whoever he's sending his money to and his wages to, promising that, you know, it's not always going to be like this and they're going to save up enough money to get out of this. Like just a list of all the I'm sorries that one could think of before whatever happened to this man happened. Amon is lugging away at some rocks. He's managed to move some mighty impressive sized boulders out of the way.
Amon drops like one rock on his foot and is just like, it's fucking.
Amon.
Just, like, punches a rock. He's like,
Amon.
What?
I have dynamite.
Now you.
I just found it. Would you want me to find it earlier?
Yes.
You have dynamite?
I just found dynamite in that passage.
What in the hell is dynamite?
I'll show you.
Is that something that can
I'll show you.
Yeah, back up.
Here, hold this.
Here, hold.
Please back up unless you want to die.
Okay.
I step forward. No, I'm
Back
kidding.
up. I'm gonna fucking grab Hakwa's hand to make sure they don't step forward.
We'll say that's the note where Kuno and Moss rejoin is Niall saying, "Step back or you will die," and that's the threat you hear as you enter the tunnel.
This is a more. It's not a threat. It's more of a like if they. It's just.
This is a
worried.
warning. This will blow you up and you will die if you get
Yeah. Now, this is from Now's heart. They care about people.
Yes.
Especially that one.
Yes.
Oh no!
And Kuno would just like shrug and then make his way over.
I'm gonna start setting up I probably have a little bit of experience.
You've never
with
used it before, but you've you were friends with a you guys called them demo. That was just they were called demo, but the demolition teams who would go in or sneak into settlements that you guys were going to be raiding and soften the gates, so to speak, with a little bit of dynamite reinforcement.
How the hell does this thing work?
If this comes into contact with fire, it's just going to explode.
Amon lets like standing away from Niall, obviously kind of just like pops a firebolt above his fingers and lets it hold for a second. It's like, I can light it if you want to get to a safe
Yes,
distance.
just let me set it up first.
No,
Okay.
hold Soren's other hand.
Yeah, you do see Soren holding Aqua's hand.
Aww. Okay.
It's
You
more
set
of like
the
like gripping her hand to make sure like but to not move, like him just like
But Aqua's straight up just loving this, so she's trying to get Kuno to hold your other hand so we could be friends forever.
just the morbid.
Trying to bind
yeah.
you in a contract or something.
yeah, a friendship contract.
Exactly. Just a classic friendship contract. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Niall, you set the charges. There is no fuse.
That's unfortunate.
It is just a unfinished dynamite stick.
So this is going to be a little more dangerous than usual.
Do you think maybe if I blasted it from far away with my magic it would work? Or
Probably.
Maybe
That's
maybe
what I'm
make
doing with the firebolt.
Yeah,
The
you just-
firebolt might be best.
Yeah.
how far away is the firebolt?
Firebolt can go like 120 feet.
That's okay, yeah, that will work.
Alright, then yeah, that would be more than fine.
Hopefully it doesn't. How much dynamite is it?
Once I found more, then it's 4.
Or maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should try lower rather than using it all at once and caving in the entire. I don't know how powerful it is, but
Yeah, we can always use more rather than
It's true. We can go with one.
wait.
extra
Also,
stock.
like, what if it only takes one and we could use it?
Right,
for-
exactly.
Sure.
We could use the other ones for something else.
Alright, I'll
That's a
take
good
away
idea.
the
Good
3 of
thinking,
them.
Soren.
I did clear
No.
away a hefty chunk. So.
So yeah, I'll just leave 1 there. I'll take the other 3 back.
Okay. easily enough.
And I'll just look to Amon as we all step back.
Yeah, as we're a safe enough distance away, Amon will kind of look over at Niall and seeing the gun at Niall's hip. Just kind of
peeking over a rock or something.
Puts his hand in like a finger gun motion in the way you see Niall point the gun, and will fire a firebolt with it.
Make a attack roll, please.
You bet I will.
Boom goes a dynamite.
Will it go boom?
We're rich. Okay. Normal roll. 21.
Okay. You guys watch as from the tip of Amon's gun finger, he points it forward at the red and black stick of dynamite, and a small bead of fire flares from his hand like a firecracker and shoots off. A loud echoing explosion fills the room. You guys all cover your ears for a second. The echo continues for quite a while. Not behind you into the mine, but ahead of you to whatever is on the other side of that door. But
I think it worked.
a lot of the rubble is now in smaller pieces and covering all of the area where you guys were sleeping the night before.
That was awesome.
Good thing we cleaned up camp.
Is there a way through, or does it still look like we still have some work to do with it?
You want to go walk up and make a perception check? See if you can make your way
Yeah,
through.
can I go up?
Yeah.
Okay. Soren
Let's get
and
stuffed
Amon, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
I'll give.
It's just
Soren
gonna be a
advantage.
massive creature that comes out and eats both of them.
just grabs Soren by the throat and pulls him in.
23.
Was that with advantage?
Yeah, I
Cool.
rolled a 17 and a 9.
Awesome. 23. Through the cracks
Wait,
in
not
the
23. 21. Sorry,
21.
I
Still-
was adding my proficiency. So.
Still more than enough. All good. Through the cracks in the rubble, you catch glimpses of the other side. It is not fully broken in. And the reason why it hits you as you realize there's a bit of a glow in this space in the door. You're about 3/4 of a foot into the door now. It seems to be at least a foot or a foot and a half thick. And where the smooth stone was is now these tendrils of purple and black roots. And the purple is glowing and almost pulsing like a slow breath. Fighting the darkness, these vines flecked with the glowing purple lights like thick cables or roots pierce through the door in all sorts of different directions and past. You can see whatever's on the other side of the door. There are some pieces that lead through, and you see these roots are hanging and latching on to whatever is out of sight. Your point of view is narrow.
Is it actively moving, or is it just like they're latched on?
They're latched on. It is like it
Okay.
is weaving through the stone.
About to say
It is
that would be
not
terrifying.
moving.
Can I grab a root?
Sure.
Really good.
I'm just gonna fucking grab it.
Ice cold to the touch, but it doesn't hurt.
What color are they? Purple and you said purple and black.
The root material is black, almost like onyx stone, and the purple is like these veins that are through the roots. Yeah, cold to the touch.
And can I kind of try and like push some of my magic into the root that I'm holding to try and get a sense of if it's magical and if it responds to magic? Like I'm essentially trying to like push the magic of a mage hand into the root, see if it latches.
Go
or if it
ahead
gets
and
reflected.
just roll a d20 and add your spell casting ability.
It is
+5, I believe.
Yeah, I think. These dice.
The rest of us are still waiting, right?
Out of the tray.
Yeah, Soren and Amon have kind of pushed up ahead and are looking to see if there's a way through.
Oh,
The rest of you are
hell
kind of
yeah.
still shaking off the whining
see
in your ear.
anything?
Is everything clear over there?
1 second.
I rolled a
Oh,
19. My
What?
dice is
19 total?
Soren yelled
Or
back.
24. With a 24, Soren, you watch as like a bead of shadow pushes itself out of Amon's hand. And where you've seen his mage hand, it's like a shadowy hand over his, grabbing on to the root as well. You get a sense that this is magical, but unlike anything you've seen or heard of before.
I
From
get
where?
that sense from just looking.
Fair.
Amon just kind of like mumbles to himself and he's like, the ascendancy. And then just kind of like takes his hand away from it.
What was
and
that?
kind of-
What did you feel? Anything?
It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. And
Well,
I've seen some shit.
I mean, haven't we all?
Cool.
But that's maybe we'll learn more if we go through. It's clear.
Kuno's gonna step forward, and can I divine sense the roots?
You absolutely can. Divine Sense allows you to see, remind me, a couple different things, I believe.
There you go.
Celestial Fiend Undead. You've used Divine Sense a number of times in your years of travel. You've been taken to areas by your father and your older brother to show you what it looks and feels like when you sense celestial undead and even a fiend or two. This is the first time that you've seen two sources on the same thing. The root emanates a massive, almost overpowering. Even though it's more of a sense than a visual effect, you find yourself squinting to push the sense away as you sense celestial and undead.
I could understand that, like, so like the root itself is celestial, you said, and the remainder is like the purple glow is undead.
The root and the purple glow are both. It is like a wave flickering between two parts of this root. But there's no
So it's like
distinguishment.
pulsating between undead and.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys kind of watch like Kuno like wince a little bit.
You all right?
Oh, fine. Just
What did you see?
Just- and Kuno just kind of looks towards it, just startling, you know.
These
Why?
are quite
How so?
strange.
They're kind of pretty.
What were you saying, Kuno?
They just seem how do you say, paranormal? Also zero ordinary.
Right.
Dangerous.
Oh,
Can't
Do
say
they-
there's anything like it.
Have I ever seen anything like it?
You have not.
No, I haven't. All right.
Do you
Not,
think these are the roots to the tree?
I would assume as much. Purple.
hope so.
You guys watched too, like Amon like fully grabbed it and didn't seem to suffer any. Like he was able to grab it.
So can we
It's
push through
not
then?
harmful.
Yeah, we should be good. To
Right,
go.
yeah.
I mean, Amon is standing. If he wasn't, then it would be a little bit more. Then we wouldn't be.
A little bit more hesitant.
The tunnel itself is not fully cleared through, but with the TNT loosening up the rock quite well, it won't take you guys too long to Congo line through and pull the remaining rock out to make a clear path.
Right.
Now let's work together for that.
Shall we grab our things?
I think
we
we
not
already
already?
grabbed them.
We already did, because if we
Yeah.
hadn't, they would have been crushed.
Yeah, some of them would have been not necessarily crushed, but there would have been a lot of dust all over
I
your
gathered
stuff.
them for you.
All right.
Oh,
There.
thank you.
Good.
I just had his bag on my, so I kind of just didn't notice.
All right. You guys spend the better part of an hour. It has now been about a third of a day's work. Amon working on this for a while, and the TNT. It's probably noon or so at this point. You guys are early risers, and you eventually push through into the area ahead of you. You hear as you guys are scraping and pulling out the last bit of rock, now that the echo has finally faded, you hear with each movement of stone the kind of echoing in the immediate vicinity past the door. And indeed there is a chamber, but similar to if you've ever, hopefully none of you have, but for the audience, if you've ever been trapped in an elevator and you open the door to get out, but the floor isn't quite at the level of the elevator's floor, so it's like offset, you guys are looking at like the middle of two floors. The space above is only about 8 or so inches, probably way too thin for any of you guys to really crawl in there, but you could kneel down and crawl downwards into, you can see the ground below you about 10 feet down, into a pathway of sorts.
Is this an elevator?
What's that?
The contraption that we came down.
Oh yeah.
With the rope? There you go.
I forgot about that for a second.
Short-term memory loss, I can't help it. It's been a long day.
Never seen it before, so it's fine.
Das ist gut.
Das ist wunderbar.
All right.
Uh,
The purple and black roots do continue through up and down, and you can see there's a little bit of light, about 5 feet of dim light from wherever these roots pierce through the stone, but there are some that are hanging, there's some that are rooted in the stone, and they just seem to pay no mind to the stone as they have expanded over the years.
Safe to say we might want to head upwards towards, the tree.
Most likely.
That goes well. I mean, hopefully.
Okay. The upwards path is only about 8 inches or so. None of you are quite small enough to squeeze in there, so
I could send
could
Greg.
use more dynamite if you want, or you could send Gregory.
It's just Greg. There's no Gregory.
Okay, well,
That's his full name when he's going on missions. He becomes Gregory. Agent
no,
Gregory.
it's just Greg. Greg is his full name. His nickname is just Greg.
No,
Greg.
his full name is Greg Ori.
Very
Oh no. Greg Ori.
Greg Ori.
Agent Ori.
Oh, it's just a
Soren would look at
Agent Ori.
Agent G.
Aqua and be like, how long would we be waiting for this frog to get to where we need to go? Because I could just walk faster than any frog.
We can't fit in there.
But it's 8 inches. Are you 8 inches?
No.
Nope.
I think the best chance of all would be me, and that's still not happening.
You'd have to break a couple of ribs to get through.
You would have
And
to
your
break
shoulders.
a couple
We
ribs.
could be a little snake. Are you a slippery little snake?
Little slippery snake.
How many roots are in this?
Just send Greg, please.
Like,
Dozens.
Are there,
Just send
are
the
there
frog.
any around the hole?
Yeah, the from where the dynamite was exploded, it's kind of like hanging. In fact, you have to duck under it, and you can see that it continues down. They're everywhere. But you look and you see while you're walking up into this entrance that's been made by the dynamite, where the door is, and it is indeed about 1.5 feet thick. The back foot of stone that is on your side of where you guys were, the roots just stop, like they're hitting a wall. But they are
Like they're-
in the wall.
They're in the wall.
They're in the wall, but there's, so, imagine like 1 foot thick. They go about halfway in, and there's just no roots after that halfway point.
Right. Looking at it, is there any way to discern if it's because of the material or?
Looks like it's the same material. It's carved stone, which you guys noticed when you first got here. It's not natural rock formations.
Right. I'm going to look for the closest exposed roots near the path that we're trying to go.
Okay.
Just gonna lay my hand on them, and I'm gonna use my Firbolg magic, speech of beast and leaf. I can't understand anything they say, but they can understand me, and I have advantage on charisma checks to influence them.
Okay.
Said,
what do you say to the tree?
I'm going to just, hello, mighty tree. You seem to be quite old, perhaps. My name is Moss. You know, I know a little thing about being old myself, but I was wondering if you wouldn't be a dear and help us open a path forwards. And I'll kind of like move along the roots to show it the direction where, I guess, you know, since it can't see.
Cool. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no. Oh no. Hold on.
So we lost Moss in character already.
Just vanishes.
Right, I just die instantly. Hold on, where do I see my proficient saving
Hail,
throws?
citizen.
Oh no.
They should be at the top of your.
You have a +5 for con.
Okay, I was trying to find if I was proficient.
Oh, sorry,
or
I'm
not.
looking at Amon. Sorry, you have
Never
a
mind.
+2.
That's what I thought. That's
Damn.
more like.
I was like, damn,
I already
Mozzie.
rolled. Why am I rolling dice? It was a 9.
A
Total.
9. All right, that's not bad. You take only 2 points of necrotic damage. As do you let go?
Maybe I hesitate at first, but
Okay. After letting go, if you're holding on for another round, then we'll continue this. But you go ahead and give me a charisma check with advantage, a persuasion check.
all right. That's okay. That's really good. 22.
Okay, 22. I'll ask again if you're continuing this or if you plan on letting go.
Hold on one more time.
Okay, make another Constitution saving throw.
Angry tree.
A risky game.
You know, I am, but it looks like I'm doing a little bit better this time. 18?
18. You take half damage.
Okay.
I rolled max, so you take 5
Oh,
necrotic
not
damage.
great. That was not a gamble I was hoping for. Alright, do I hear anything? Does anything... I won't hear anything unless it can speak itself.
You don't hear anything. The purple around where your hand's touching is glowing much brighter than the rest of the roots are.
Alright, and then I'll pull my hand away.
You look at your hand and expect to see like a burn mark or something from whatever you touch. It didn't hurt Amon, but you're looking at it. There's no scarring or anything like that where you grabbed. So on the top third of your fingers where your knuckles would have grabbed the back and the palm of your hand, the flesh is just gone. You're looking right at your bone through your hand.
Are you okay, Moss? I heard you grunting over here.
Moz is just looking at his hand. And he turns around and it just has it out towards everyone else.
And you guys see, getting a close up, again, there is no scarring. There's no, like, the wound hasn't been sealed. It's not bleeding. It looks like you're looking into a window in his hand, but the material is gone. There's just bone.
Can we get someone to heal that?
I guess I can.
You know,
Yes, it's
You guessed?
he needs
Okay.
his hands.
look at someone through the hole?
You
in my
can a
hand?
little bit. It's a little bit translucent because it's gone through quite a bit.
I don't think I
Oh.
can probably do traditional medicine towards this.
It's
so
worth a try at least.
I will.
Maybe.
Soren's in physical anguish to have to actually heal somebody.
You sure, Aqua? You the one?
Yeah, Aqua, you honestly, you're so talented. I would like
If I
to
give
see it
you-
again.
If I give you money, would it make you feel better?
Honestly, it'd make me feel a little bit worse.
Right.
It'd make me feel like a.
The Kyvier mindset.
Yeah.
What if we gave you some kind of blood?
What? Blood?
I don't know. Maybe?
Talking about Aqua.
Well, everyone makes like blood packs and stuff, right? So how can we do this to
Everyone-
like make you heal?
You. I don't think
Who
you have
have
a
you been
grasp on like
stealing
blood
your
blood
time
packs.
with?
Alright, I am going to heal Amon.
Okay.
He will be okay. He might still have a hole in his hand, but he'll feel okay.
I don't have a hole in my hand.
Yes, we know, Amon.
Moss.
Right.
About to have a hole in your hand.
So
Do you
What?
cure
Shake one
wounds,
if you want.
On
Soren?
your head.
I will cure wounds, fucking Moss.
Dun dun dun.
This is the second time I've used this spell.
Go ahead and roll cure wounds.
Alright, baby. I get advantage on this, so.
You do.
Ooh.
You get to roll that
This means
D8
you have to like
twice.
physically touch the open wound.
just stick your finger
It's
in
literally no big deal to Soren to touch an open wound, but
It's a big deal to me.
You just stick your hand through
Yeah,
his
Soren
palm.
looks at it, looks through it, and presses a like he
You
presses
might-
his hands on both sides of I'm not gonna do the wound. I'm not gonna do it. I'm putting my hands on both sides of Moss's hand,
Okay.
Right.
and
You know,
then
this
I'm gonna
might-
cast Cure Wounds.
Surprise you. This isn't the most horrific thing that's ever happened to me. As far
I've
as,
seen
like,
worse. I just
He
don't like
says
seeing it.
offhand.
wound.
Yeah.
Oh, you get. There, 12.
Oh.
12.
Actually,
I mean,
13 because it's my con mod. Not
I'm
my
back at full. Thank you,
You
kind
get your
sir.
full health back, fully healed, no lasting effects. The
Use my
hand that
hand.
you look at the hand and it's a little bit blood red as Soren's magic is still settling in the palm of your hand, but it begins to glow green like your skin does.
Oh, right.
You look
Cool.
back at the root and your handprint is glowing purple where you were grabbing it.
That's dope.
Right.
So how about we
So-
don't touch the tree?
What?
Yeah, I concur. It's
did
not
say it
very
was
nice.
dangerous.
Amon
I
bites
look
it.
Amon literally just like puts his hand out and leans into a root.
Okay, how about all of us who isn't Amon
It's just really cold.
doesn't
Amon.
Right.
touch the tree?
Well, why-
Anyways,
how come we get to touch it?
Okay, Aqua, I'm not gonna question why. I think if we do that, we're gonna lose an arm at some point.
did the roots do
Yeah,
anything other
Aqua,
than
do you want to go
eat
through
my
life
hand?
without an arm?
You didn't gather anything.
What?
Do you want to go through life without your arm?
Hmm.
I can
Why, are
only
you
heal
planning
so
to touch
much.
it? Oh.
No?
Oh.
Just saying.
He's saying in complicated terms, just don't touch it if you want to keep your hands and
Yeah.
arms.
I'm just trying to get her.
Let's just send
Just
Greg
trying
up
to see
through
her
the hole.
perspective. Yeah, just
Greg's
send
going
Greg
up.
to the hole, and if he
Yeah, don't let him touch the roots.
If he-
Okay, Greg.
I can touch the roots. Can I try and like holding on to it, just kind of like knowing that it's magic, see if I can follow, like feel a sensation of magic, follow it to see where it goes.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
As you send Greg upwards, Aqua.
Yeah.
Make sure he does not touch the roots.
Okay.
Okay, but while we're waiting for Greg, so which way does the path? Is it one single path or does it branch off?
From where you are, it is just one. It's about 10-foot wide path that
Mm-hmm.
leads forward.
And while Greg is doing his thing, can I go down the path to see what's ahead?
You're going the way that you guys can actually fit, going downwards.
Yeah.
Okay, you crawl down there. Amon with a 21.
You want?
You don't get a good sense of where it's going or where the next spot in the roots would be. There's too much noise. It's everywhere ahead of you.
Amon kind of pulls away and kind of like almost like hisses at it and just kind of like holds a hand to his ear and says, "Fucking noisy son of a bitch."
Holy shit.
Ugh. And just kind of shakes his head.
You guys are ridiculous. Sorry. Distracted by chat popping off again for no goddamn reason. Soren, you climb down. We'll get to you in a second. Greg goes up. You Greg. You're warging into him to watch what he does.
Greg and I are racing.
Greg and I.
Wait, I can look through Greg. Wait, what?
Yeah, you can.
It's
the find familiar spell. So yeah, you can watch what he's doing, and within 100 feet, you can give him instructions telepathically.
I know Greg hates it, but I love to.
Yeah, he really hates it. Okay, you warg into his vision. Real quick, does Greg have dark vision? I don't think he does.
I just figured. I think not.
He does 30 feet of dark vision. Let's go. He's killing, dude. Okay.
MVP.
Greg goes on ahead for 15 feet, 30 feet. Make a general dexterity check. As the area above is riddled with vines and roots glowing purple and pulsing.
That's a 15.
15? Okay. He's doing all right.
Oh, okay.
You don't see a lot. This tunnel seems to stretch on for quite a while. And then it just stops.
Oh.
And on the wall is a painting of some kind.
Painting?
Yeah, you see flecks of colored paints that are... They must be very, very old because they're flecking off and peeling off, and you can't really get a good idea of what it looks like because with dark vision it's black and white, so you're having difficulty kind of making out what the image is.
And you said it's flaking off?
Yeah, it's like the paint has dried, obviously, and because of the age and the staleness of the air, it is kind of peeling.
Oh.
You see like remnants of it on the floor in front of you.
Can Greg take a piece of that painting and bring it back?
He just sticks his tongue out and grabs some and brings it back. Okay. Little Mlem comes back to you.
That's when we talk about asbestos poison.
Yeah. Make another dexterity check on the way back for Greg.
Dexterity. 15.
15 again. Okay.
Ah.
You hear his little hops as you pull out of the warg so that you can see him approaching you. And on his tongue is just a black piece of like ash almost, it looks like. Doesn't really have a color to it.
Oh. I thought... Oh. Greg, did you eat it? Did you put poison to it?
You pull it off his tongue and he just throws up, which he does every time you warg into him. Just a little frog. Yeah.
Greg has acid reflux.
He does. Every time someone enters his psyche, he just has a little bit of acid reflux. He can't help it.
Oh, Greg.
Soren, your path, however, continues down and is about, again, 10, 12-ish feet, 15 at some points where it kind of isn't perfectly straight. However, the floor you're walking on, do you put your dancing lights out, or are you just following with the natural dim lights available?
I'm following with the natural dim lights. I left my dancing lights back for them.
Okay. You walk forward about 30 feet, and you are standing in an intersection of sorts. There's a left, a right, and a forward onwards. The floor below you is these big pieces of carved stone. But even with the light that, there's still these vines that are piercing directly through this stone, not paying any mind to the rock around it. It's non-reflective. Even where the roots are hitting and piercing through the floor.
The stone is non-reflective?
The stone is non-reflective. There's no glow hitting the rock below. It is like an empty void. And the footstep sounds are that of like ceramic tile, that high-pitched tapping.
So like my footsteps are?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I reach down and touch the stone?
Yeah, it's cool to the touch.
It doesn't feel like any stone I felt before.
I would say, just from the tactile sense of it, it is incredibly smooth. Like, you don't feel any engravings or what you would expect from age as things break down, even underground. It is like a perfectly flat, almost like a sheet of glass. No imperfections to be felt.
And so it's 10 foot wide, but it's like something, this is underground, but it's like it looks like it keeps going. Does it look like it keeps going underneath like the ground, like towards
the
way?
Roots? Yes, yeah, the roots are going.
The stone.
The stone that you're walking on, it's like a city street. You don't see anything going down. It is now a leveled plane. You are traveling on a flat plane, but you are at like an intersection, and you do in fact see stuff that looks almost like structures.
I'm gonna keep going for a little bit.
Okay. What is everybody else doing?
Moss, did Moss notice Amon's little hissy fit with the...
I don't think he was
roots?
trying to hide it.
Did you hear something?
It's just noise.
Like, what do you mean? I tried speaking with it and ate my hand, so...
It's not like it was trying to speak. I don't know how to explain it. Just it was like the feeling after lightning strikes. The deafening quiet ringing in the ears.
Weird. You ever heard anything like it before?
Not that I know of. Not that I can recall.
By that...
Moment.
Yeah, I'd imagine it is. By that description, have I heard of anything like that before?
Make a history check.
Oh. I get a chance. Alright, what's my history bonus? Only +2. 17.
17. You don't have any recollection of anything like this, but it does strike you as interesting that, just a culmination of everything you've learned so far, that there is a literal tree underground.
Right.
It is cool to the touch, as Amon described, and it ate your hand, and it's magical. Yep. And while Moss doesn't know this, Kuno recognized that it's emanating certain energies.
Right. On that note, with the energies, could I use my verbal detect magic and sniff the magic?
Yes, you can.
Moss, what is you doing?
Just let him do his thing.
I just lean over and sniff.
You just sniff the magic. Give me an Arcana check with advantage, and then give me a moment to pull up your lore document.
What?
What? Why?
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just good to have
That's
handy.
actually that's not. It was Arcana. You said.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a dirty 20. It's not bad at all.
Okay. One moment.
the magic.
Here.
Sniff the magic. I gotta sniff the magic.
That's
Oh god.
Hashtag
Sorry.
sniff magic.
Yeah. Please don't sniff the magic.
That's phase. Sniff
now-
the magic.
The abilities and purpose of a detect magic spell is to give you an idea of what school of magic.
Yep.
And in your own way, the way you've mastered this spell, it is similar to your vibe rock, where it emanates a color that you are able to associate with a school of magic.
Oh, right. I can smell
Looking
colors.
looking at the vines, yeah, you can smell
Orb.
magic and smell colors within the magic.
Vibe rock.
You
Heard a
smell
different thing.
the absence of. The coloration and the sense that you're getting off of this root is, with your abilities and what your history is, something anti-magic. The ability to pull energy, and is not associated with a specific school of magic.
Smelling that, boss is just gonna step away. Well, that would explain why it was eating my hand.
How so?
This is some strange foreign sort of energy, like an anti-magic that just kind of consumes everything it touches.
Do you know how it would have gotten here?
Everything?
I haven't yes, especially you or I, so don't touch it.
Who?
You!
Me? Why me?
Yes. Do I look at everyone else? Do I need to
No
explain to the
beaches.
rest of yous?
Kronos just kind of raises his hands. I'm not a part of this.
Amon is just staring at the hand that he's used to touch the
Right, you're more
the-
magical,
How does that
just in your
how
self.
does that explain
Oh.
that it's
But-
not eating me?
Yeah.
I don't
He
know.
caused a fireball. How come if it's magical, if it eats magic, why wouldn't it eat his magic?
I haven't the foggiest clue. That would be something Amon would have to know or figure out.
Niall, you touch it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Touch it, kid.
Touch it with your finger. With your pinky.
Just.
Wait,
leave the
no,
rest of
I
the
don't
world
think-
for
poke it
the
with a
time
stick.
being.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Let's
Niall?
just leave the
Do you
roots
touch it,
be.
Niall?
Niall, maybe don't.
Well, we have to experiment it.
Okay, as
well-
the one who's probably the least magical of everyone here.
That's besides the point.
Oh, so it's not based off of magic.
No.
We came here to
that's
do
not
a
what I
mission.
said.
I don't think we should be
On.
experimenting with roots in mysterious caves.
Unless it's gonna benefit us somehow that I'm not touching it.
Someone's already had to be healed once, me. Perhaps we shouldn't be looking for anyone else needing healing before,
Exactly.
On kind of like is like looking at his hands, and then his eyes kind of like open a little bit, and then he immediately like realizes he's like reacted in some way and kind of drops it, and then just like turns towards the entrance that Soren went down.
Okay. I'll say, just for the purposes of this, Soren has been gone for about 5 minutes at this point.
Yeah, I'm fucking zooming. I'm just kidding.
He's troning through the underground right now. Just on a laser bike.
Sonic Underground.
Yeah.
You only see the fucking afterburn.
Soren, you continued on past the intersection.
Mm-hmm.
You begin to see structures. Like I said, you see windows, you see doors. You are walking through the streets of a long forgotten civilization of sorts.
Is there any like leftover like shop titles, door titles, something?
Yeah, there's shop titles, and there's also in the ground below you. You've gone far enough, by the way, that your dancing lights would fizzle, so you could recast it on yourself if you'd like. Or just stay in the dark.
I'm going to stay in the dark because I don't know, because I'm like going as like not quietly as possible, but I'm just like walking, trying to just like calmly walking through.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Okay. I'm gonna guidance myself. Actually no, yeah. 23.
23. All right. Your high-pitched tapping grows a little quieter as you slow down a little bit to go heel to toe with each step to slow and quiet yourself. You do see some shop signs of some sort, but you also see on the smooth, matte black flooring that at each intersection there are engraved words in the center of the intersections. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, Celestial, and Dwarvish.
Okay. You can't... None of these words stand out to you as something you understand, but they're all like semi-celestial. There's root words that are celestial that have attachments and prefixes and suffixes to them that don't make sense for what you've been taught about the celestial language, but you do get some root words out of it, such as street, lane. These appear to be directions. You do get, on the current street that you're on, you get enough words to make out 2 titles that appear to be, so imagine you're looking down from an eagle eye view over a 4-way intersection. Mm-hmm. The middle is where you're reading the lane, street, boulevard, all that nonsense in the middle. And then on the corners of the inside square that is made from the intersection, so the corners that would lead to like the sidewalk, so to speak, are other words that represent whatever the shop in front of them is. And you gain 2 root words enough to make out House of Sinful Bonds and the Clinic of Malevolence.
What
were those names again?
I will
Civil
toss
bonds.
them.
That's a Sinful Bonds and Clinic of Malevolence.
Clinic.
No, I'm making Soren say that. That's funny.
One belongs at the House of Sinful Bonds.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. And you see structures matching in front of those areas. What would you like to do? Or you can keep traveling.
I think Soren would write these down in his notebook. And then continue on. Kind of like lost in like wonder. More curiosity. Because it's quiet. And he's like just enjoying the peacefulness for a bit while he continues on Jesus Christ.
Do you guys think we should start to look for Sora? He's been gone for a while now.
Amon
Kuno?
will just kind of, look to Kuna.
Kuno pauses and will
You guys do notice is Soren's dancing lights turned off, so like
Yeah.
he's gone far. I will get him. Don't go anywhere.
I'm just now seeing Colby's hat from the front.
Right.
it's just Iron Man.
It's just Iron Man. Oh, it's so good.
You don't want us to come, Kuno?
Are you coming? I thought we were just cutting ahead. I assume, actually, I guess you could come with.
I mean, maybe this is the path, and that's why he's taking so long.
Or he's.
That was what I was about
What
to
he
suggest.
said.
Yes.
Either way, I think it's best if we all go.
Yeah.
Very well. And Kuno will.
We're all in this together.
Okay.
I've heard that song.
No.
What song is that?
That copyright.
Soren's words echo beyond.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the
Amon
rest of you
is-
join down, I would like you guys to give me stealth checks, please.
Amon stays back for like 20 seconds.
Okay.
And as everyone else leaves and everyone empties the room, Amon will look to the tree or the roots, and his hand will like coat in shadow, and he's going to attempt to feed on the tree.
All right. Yikes. Okay. Make sure you guys click the thing.
Nothing showed up.
That's all good. It should be in chat now. Maybe.
Mm.
You got a 19. That's okay. I can add yours in manually.
Probably, is that really true?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a spicy meatball.
I'd like to say that I'm just going. Yeah.
Okay. Moss and Amon, if you can give me stealth checks too, just while we're narrating this, since you will be joining Amon, I'm assuming.
Yep.
You begin feeding on the tree. What is your max hit points, Amon?
My max hit points is 15.
15.
So many max. Yeah.
Okay. You don't gain any sustenance from what you just did, but you seem to be unharmed.
Mon kind of steps back and is just like in his head thinking, as he turns around and starts following, which is
Okay.
why I got an 11 on stealth.
Okay. Soren, you're a good distance ahead.
Has it widened out at all?
No, it's still only about 10 feet wide, but it feels like you're walking down a street. Like there are sidewalks, there are buildings with labels on them and all sorts of stuff, but it's just narrow and a little cramped.
Has the ceiling gotten higher?
Yeah, it's at least 20 feet above you.
Okay. I think. I think Soren will how long has it been since I left?
Close to 10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer.
I think Soren not wanting to push his luck, will stop and like take his time, turn around and take his time back.
Okay. Eventually, your group joins you where you are. You hear them before you see them, because they are not very stealthy.
You all are very loud. That's literally the
for
first thing out of the
yourselves.
darkness.
You just see Soren's silhouette. You are very loud.
We were
What's
trying
going on?
not to be.
Oi, don't
your big
rope
ears,
me
you
in
can
with the
hear
rest of
anything.
them.
As a group, I heard you, so you're with them. So, it's a city, or it seems like it from the layout. So it's hard to tell since this is only a single passway. But it keeps going, and the ceiling gets higher. I stopped because I didn't want to get too far ahead, but I'm glad to see you followed eventually. So
If you
it's
were that
Keep going.
scared, we can hold hands.
Got fairly curious.
more like I didn't want to abandon my brother. Not scared, but
Fine.
if you want to see scary, I can show you that too. So
How about we keep going instead?
That works for me. And Kuno kind of like walks ahead of Soren. I taps him on the shoulder.
Soren turns and he'll follow Kuno.
Kuno's
This
just got
time,
his lantern pointed forward.
You guys branch off from the group a little bit. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Following.
Eating, following.
Okay.
I think we're moving as a pack now.
Sounds
Kuno's
good.
gonna ask Soren and just, did you find anything?
just outside of building names, not much.
Did they
Mind
tell
you-
you anything about where we are going?
Just malevolent clinic of some malevolence and what is it was crap, let me pull my notes. Clinical and House of Sinful Bonds.
Yes. Yeah.
It's nothing really. It's just a buried underground cities that has been
Do you
forgotten
point
by time.
out where you read this?
Yeah, I think I would have point out
Okay.
when we pass them.
Anyone who speaks. 1 second. Bing bong. Sylvan, deep speech, infernal, or celestial. Make an intelligence check, please.
Ooh, baby.
What
What if I know 2 of those?
Sorry, what was the...
Sylvan, deep speech,
Oh.
infernal, or celestial.
I'm sorry, is it writing?
Yes,
I can read it.
you can read it. Okay. If you got above a 15, you can read the words the same way. Again, it is not exactly Sylvan. It is not exactly deep speech. There are root words that seem to be part of, almost like this is an older language of which the languages that you know are based off on. Moss, you can read it perfectly and are the only one who can read in the center
Right.
the full name of the intersection that you were on, which is the Meadow Thurge.
The Meadow Thurge. Like Meadow Thaumaturge?
Similar in terms of spelling and kind
Yeah,
of word
yeah.
junction.
Like meadow as in like a meadow? Like
Yes, yeah, I put it in chat.
Cool. Right. The meadow thurge. And this was on like a sign above the.
No, this is stenciled into the center of the intersection below you.
Oh, like
on this
on
matte
the
black
floor.
stone. Yes.
Right. Moss is looking on the stone. It says this place is called the Meadow Thurge.
Ooh.
You can read that.
I can read any written language, actually.
All right,
Magically, not because I'm incredibly smart or anything. Just a perk.
Just a perk of the job.
It's kind of weird, though. The language before it translates, is it anything that I recognize?
The names of the buildings and stuff.
Or like more like you said, it was like a combination of Sylvan and.
You can tell that there are elements of many different. Give me an intelligence check.
With that added, I'm kind of getting a hunch, but not sure.
Sworn.
Okay.
Does Moss tell us what it says?
Yeah, I said it out loud. He said
Sworn.
intelligence. That is a 16.
16, not bad. You are older than you let on in some regards. This is a base language. This is where many of the ancient tongues that you learned came from. There are root elements and verbs that are similar to what you would see in Sylvan, in Deep Speech, in different languages. And the reason it's almost more difficult for you to read them because you understand the meaning before you're able to decipher the language. Because it,
Right.
it flickers between, like, you're trying to perceive it as celestial and then Sylvan,
Yeah,
and it's
exactly
a little bit
what
of everything.
It's weird. It's just fairly old, I'd imagine, based off
How do you?
the languages.
You said magic lets you read it. How do you?
It's a gift. I was just kind of always been able to do it, I guess.
Interesting. You said the language is old? Do you like a base
I don't-
language?
Right. It's not like I know if it's actually old.
Mhm.
It's just I'm taking a guess because it is
Anyone
baser parts.
anyone proficient in history can make a history check.
Am I?
Which I don't think very many of you are.
I am.
Nope.
No.
Sora's like, damn it.
Oh, let's fucking go.
I want to know about this.
Go on to the knowledge. I think
This is the
it's
smartest
literally
character I've
just
played.
Amon.
This is the smartest character
It's
I've
just Amon. A nat 20 from Amon?
25.
Amon,
Natural 20.
natural 20 for a total of 25 for history.
Spicy.
You have a thought of... Well, hold on. Let me look at your thing really quick. If this language is what Sylvan came from, and you know there are fey creatures that are thousands of years old, how old could this city be? How old could this language be if it came before all of that?
We are standing somewhere that predates everything. This is not somewhere that anyone is supposed to know.
Oh.
We are not somewhere safe.
Oh.
We're relatively safe right now.
For now.
You haven't heard any goblinoid creatures thus far.
Though I have a feeling the further we push on, the closer we're going to get to the people we need to rescue and their captors.
Hope so. Because we've been down here long enough.
Okay.
Right.
Shall we keep going?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Are there any like directions on the road?
You guys can keep walking. At the moment, you just see those two buildings that have names attached to them.
And that's the clinic and
The clinic and the sinful bonds.
right. The sinful bonds.
Okay. You guys continue walking straight,
Mm-hmm.
following the nothingness ahead of you. There is not a whole lot to grasp onto here. You come to another intersection. This one centered has a different name. The Steel Spire.
This one's called the Steel Spire.
And there are, again, two buildings, and there are two names attached to the buildings that you guys can go up and read. The one on the left, if you continue on this path, is labeled the Shadow Elixir.
Shadow Elixir.
And the one on the right is labeled Dreadmounts.
Dread.
All one word.
No, 2 words for both. I'll paste them for you.
Right. This, I mean, not that it wasn't fairly obvious that this was a city, but it's like the name of shops here,
There are
places of commerce.
Why would it be abandoned? Do you think the goblins did this?
I wouldn't-
have the means.
I mean,
Goblins
If-
could do this.
I don't know necessarily if they built any of this. I wouldn't be so surprised. Goblins where I'm from have done equally incredible things as this, but this is nothing like
And the goblins we have faced are mostly nomadic.
exactly nothing like what I was mentioning.
Mhm. This is before Sam too.
Exactly. Are the buildings open?
They don't look boarded up, but most of them, their doors are closed. They seem to be in various states of
Can I try one of the doors?
disrepair. Oh yeah,
What
which
are
one do you go
they-
up to?
What are they made of?
The dread mounts.
You go up to the Dreadmounts.
Actually, no, the shadow elixir.
Shadow Elixir. Okay.
I'll go with him to the Shadow Elixir.
The building itself is made out of like rough-hewn stone.
Mhm.
This is the same stone as the street, or is it different?
No, this is more classical rock material, almost like it was mined from the area and then used as a building material. The door opens.
Ooh, I'm going.
I'm gonna like do the thing where I just like push it and just let it open by itself.
Okay.
Soren's gonna send his dancing lights into the room.
Okay.
They are going to be
Sorry.
Lello.
Okay.
Hello.
You cast your dancing lights and send them out. Little light source there.
Ooh.
It's empty
I'm
inside.
gonna- Does it look like there is any like? Does it look like a shop layout?
Yeah, it looks like an alchemy shop of some sorts. You see various
The-
glass containers of sorts.
Soren is going to take the glass containers. Do they?
Do you head
Look-
inside? You're still kind of
Yeah.
like on the doorstep. Okay.
I would like look like see if there's anything like can I look and see if there's like anything like rigged to stop us from entering? Like the door opened fine, but that doesn't mean there's no.
Okay, make an investigation check on the
Look for traps.
frame of the door. Looking for traps.
As this is happening, Kronos gonna nod to the side and gesture for the people who are just sitting around to go to the other building. These called
Yep.
dreadnoughts.
You guys go to the dread mounts?
Yep.
Okay.
Where's my? What happened to my character?
Guys just
happened?
love splitting the party, hey?
Hey,
Across the street from each other.
can I say we're efficient?
Okay, who is going to the dread mount, sorry?
I think the 4 of us.
List off names. Kuno, Aqua,
Niall.
Niall, and just you 3, or the other 3 stay in? Okay.
I'm going to. I was going with
wasn't right.
the other 2.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
So
you're
3 and
staying
3.
with 3 and 3. Okay. So let me pull over the right people here.
Could I have helped out Soren, by the way?
Oh,
With that
map.
investigation check or no?
Just give me a second here. Since you fuckers are
That's what I
splitting
actually
up.
rolled. The first one I closed out because I forgot to add the +3 to it from guidance.
Okay, you 3 are there. So Kuno, Aqua. Okay. 19 doesn't appear to be trapped.
Okay. So
We'll get to the other 3 in a little bit here. We'll go through.
So I'm just going to
check
walk in
first.
and examine the glass vials and stuff like that, see if they're usable.
Okay. Some of them appear to be broken. Some appear to actually still have contents in them.
Well, I see that
Soren's
giant
going to like.
hole in the floor.
Can investigate the room if you guys want to look around.
So yeah, Soren's gonna look at them, and then he's gonna focus. He's like, no, I can't do this right now, and he's gonna look around the room and help out.
Okay. Whoever's looting, give me an investigation check to see if there's anything salvageable. If you're looking around to get an idea of what is around you, just give me a perception
Oh
check.
my
You can
God,
do one
fuck
or the
yeah.
other.
I can do perception.
Sure.
Let's fucking go.
All right, that's not bad.
You got a natural 22.
Okay.
2 nat 20s on investigation?
I
Guys.
did not get a nat 20. I got a 21.
21 total is still fantastic. Give me one
I'm gonna guidance
second
myself too, just in
here.
case. Not good. Not bad.
Okay. Soren, mark down that you find a large container of red liquid. It's a
Does it
little,
look viscous? Like
it's a little
I'm familiar.
it's not blood, but it's settled. It's not a fully stable potion, whatever it used to be, but you do have it.
Like separated.
A little bit. There's like a greasy layer on
It's
top.
like oil and
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Oh,
Draw.
You
man.
also find a dark brown flask full of putrid smelling liquid. And just give me a second here to make a note of that as well for when you guys are able to identify what the fuck you found.
Well, you know, good thing we have a wizard with us that,
Yeah, exactly.
or artificer that can cast that shit.
And come on. You find a vial of black inky liquid.
Alrighty.
And a small pouch. You shake it. Contains coinage of some sort.
I will kind of jingle it a little bit and toss it to Moss.
Okay. Moss, do you open it or you just pocket it for now to look at later?
I will look inside.
Cool. Seems to be about 16 really shiny silvery coins.
Oh, all right.
You can add 16 platinum to your inventory.
Yo!
Yes.
Just took that in the coat pocket then.
And with your perception check, Moss, you, while your friends are busy going through all the vials, you find that there is a back room.
Right.
And there is, in fact, a hole in the floor. You toss like a rock or a piece of glass down, and you do not hear it hit the bottom.
Oh, that's pleasant.
You go into the back room and don't see a whole lot because you don't have dark vision. It's pretty dark back here.
It's one of the strange downsides.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll say, just for the sake of it, you call over Soren with his dancing lights to see what's in here.
Can you send one of your little dancing fellows in here?
Seems to be where someone slept. You go through the drawers, you find a collection of unused vials and whatnot, nothing really of major value, as well as a box roughly the size of like a dice tray, like pretty small, pretty short. It's not like a tall box. It's about that thin.
Careful around ledges. I'm known to push people in them.
Careful, he shows.
Okay, you guys doing anything else as you kind of lay over this place?
I would let them know, like, if you find any vials that seem useful, like are usable, let's just hand some to me. I need
Soren,
to.
you say that as you see Moss just holding like a really nicely carved wooden box that is tied shut with like a very fine piece of leather. Just holding it.
Soren eyes that box. What you have there? What's that?
I was about to open it up and take a look inside. You want to join me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll check it. Can I look and see if it's
Check for traps.
Moss doesn't really know what a trap looks like, but
Could I just take it and open it?
no, you can't.
As he's taller than you, he just holds it above your head.
I just hold it up.
Starts. Give me an
No,
investigation
yeah.
check really quick.
I'll take the pouch back.
Sorry.
Investigation.
Okay, that's not bad. 19.
19. Does not appear to be trapped. It is a simple single through knot on the front that you can just pull on one end and to loosen.
All right, and still holding it up away from Amon, I open it.
Can see it or no?
Sorry, one moment, Soren, and I'm gonna peek into it first.
Well, as you untie the knot with that investigation check, you do see that it does have a metal bar that seems to be holding it shut.
Oh.
You pry at it, and it does not budge a millimeter. It is tightly shut. There's
Okay,
no
well,
hole, there's no keyhole, there's no combination, it is just
Is
a
the bar
solid.
vertical or?
It's over the seam. It's like a rectangle just along the seam. About 3 inches in length, right in the center of the long side of the box.
Right.
Distant opening.
I guess not. I pull out this little knife that I have, and I can I fit it in there at all?
Make a dexterity check.
Makes a miss with the box. That's
Can I-
13.
Can I smack him on the back and give him guidance because I'm like see him use a knife and I'm like, oh,
Sure. Add a D4 to that.
this thing is really nice. Please don't fuck it up. I'll roll it.
Guidance? Oh, okay.
Oh, you could roll it. You could have rolled it. What did you roll?
I rolled a 4.
So 17 total.
17 total.
Even with a 17, you can't get the knife under, and it slips and slashes across the side of the box.
Soren's eyes just widen.
I mean, you can mend it, right?
You quickly look at it. There's not a single mark on the wood where your knife scratched across it.
Whoa.
Can I hold out my hand?
Yeah, you hold out your hand.
like to Moss. I'm just like holding it out.
Like a little kid. What?
You have to give it back.
Okay, you give it to him on.
Yeah, he didn't say.
Yeah, he'll give you like the eye, like
You can use your
really.
words. I'm on.
You have to use your words. You know how this works.
I'll give it back when I figure out what the hell's up with it.
You'll give it back once you open it.
Fine.
Thank you.
Okay. As soon as it touches your hand, Amon, you hear a psst, and the lock opens.
And then I will
Well, that's rather
open it.
infuriating.
You open
I'll
it.
open it to
Soren,
see.
you clock what it is before the other two, just from experience. This is a beautiful set of alchemist supplies.
Soren's eyes widen and he's like, yeah, do you,
You dabble in alchemy, Soren?
what do you, I have a strap of potions on my chest.
He's got a bandolier of potion bottles.
I wasn't
I'm
sure
on.
if you were just purchasing them or not.
No.
Amon will snap the box close and look at Soren and just be like, "What do you give me for him?"
Soren will hold out his red
Moss
vial
is
he
like,
found.
wait, hold on. This isn't even yours to barter with.
No, Soren's like, you said you would give it
This
to
is
Amon.
give me back the box, you.
But
I'm just saying,
I'm gonna.
if he
I
wants
take the
them,
box.
I'm not giving him the box right away. I'm still holding it.
Give it the.
Just saying, you obviously have interest in him. You have something that could
Yes,
benefit the
just-
two of us.
The potions he's gonna make with the alchemist supplies if you just give it to him.
I'm gonna
saying.
I'm gonna look at Moss and I'm just gonna like I'm gonna give him like a serious like be
What are you
quiet
gonna-
right now.
What are you gonna do with it?
I could sell it, get us coin to help us on our journey.
If you sell it, it wouldn't do you any good then. If you,
I don't know how to
But
use
if you give it
this.
to me, then there's a chance I might make you something that would benefit you.
What's the chance of you running off the minute you get this and we get out of here and we get this job done?
I thought we were clear that we might be working together in the future.
That is a
How do we know-
possibility if you are heading the same way I am.
How do we know we're heading the same way he is, Moss?
Where are you heading, Soren?
Both maybe west. I don't know. I stopped here for.
How does West sound, Amon?
Where are you headed?
Nowhere.
Fucking right.
Exactly.
No.
So it doesn't matter where I go. You
Exactly.
could follow.
Can we I don't understand the ridiculous tension over this box, Amon.
There's no tension. I am trying to make a trade.
It's not yours to trade.
Obviously, it is.
Moss,
I'm
what do you
only
want for
one
the
who
box?
Got it open.
I was just gonna give it to you.
So there's the price.
Amon is going to look to Moss and then point to the jacket or the pocket that he put the pouch in of the coins and just say, I want that back.
No take-backs. What?
Obviously, the deal isn't holding up that
Oh my
we
goodness.
share stuff, so I want
I feel like
mine
this is a conversation between like 2-year-olds about like sand.
It's great.
This is
So
like-
good.
As if I wasn't gonna share it with you already. Oh, you are being ridiculous.
Soren's like finding this kind of amusing. So he's kind of smirking.
I'm just looking at Soren with complete, like, and utter disbelief. It's like I'm arguing with a child.
It's like you're arguing with the man who can open the box.
It's open now, yeah. But he didn't
He
hand it to me.
closed
How do you
it
know?
I closed it.
Right. Can I please have the box, Amon? If I give you the pouch, can I have the box?
I think that's what he said.
Amon will look Moss up and down, and then just set the box on the nearest like table or like bench, and try and replicate whatever he did to open it the first time. Which he doesn't fucking know how he opened it the first time.
You eventually touch the piece of metal and it opens up again.
And then Amon will just turn and walk away.
He's gonna be a big. Nope. And Moss will just walk over to the box, pick it up, and hand it to Soren. Here you are, Soren.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
Soren will open it and look at the pieces and parts. Excited.
Consider
The
it
glass,
thanks for fixing my
the
heart.
glass from the vials are like perfection. You see little beads of like crystalline structures that reinforce the glass. This is the most beautiful set you have ever seen.
Soren just is. He's just like if Amon walks or Moss walks away, Soren is just going to just like a little kid just like excitedly looking at something, like just the most emotion you've probably seen if anyone's in the room, like on
Moss
face.
is like just like around the corner, like kind of peeking to see the reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
He then composes himself and he closes it and puts it in his bag. Can I try to reopen it?
You
Like,
close
kind
it,
of-
and it's
Yeah.
shut. You can't open it.
What the fuck is this?
You
Like a-
did notice when Moss reopened it and flustered away that where he touched the metal of the cloud of the lock, like kind of glowed a dull purple for a moment, reminiscent of the roots.
Only a man can open the box.
What is this?
Something to investigate at a later date, I'm sure.
This is the worst box ever invented. This is like
Inefficient box.
Soren's got an idea, because maybe the only reason Amon touched the box is because, or can open the box, is because he touched the root, but he didn't know what happened to. No, he knew what happened to Moss, but he got hurt by it. But
Okay.
no one else touched the root, so like maybe that thing is that something is ticking.
Maybe-
Cogs are
Maybe
turning
you
in your
can
brain,
do it
yeah.
too.
Like maybe I will be able to
Okay.
touch the root and not get hurt.
As we leave Soren in his thoughts on how to best use and open this box, we will head over to Aqua, Kuno, and Niall, who are heading to the... So many dice rolls. You guys are heading to... What is it
Dread
called?
Mount.
The Dread Mounts. I'll bring you guys over there. You guys on the outskirts of a building. The door is closed. There are a few windows that kind of give you a peek of what's inside, but... that's really it.
Shall we?
And Kuno will try and like nod and then go to open the door.
Okay. The window is there. There's a door down here.
No handle.
Got him. The door opens, not locked. You guys can head in. It is very, very dark in here. You all have dark vision, but that just means it's
Kuno
black
has his
and white.
lantern.
You have your lantern, okay? Light that up a little bit for you
Color.
guys.
Oh man, this place is so much better with color.
You see around you a wide variety of interesting, some familiar, most not, creatures on various like mannequin stands. They look to be in various states of taxidermy of some sort. However, most of the pelts have dried and crusted up, and the hairs are stuck in whatever direction they were last in. But there is no rot setting into any of the animal flesh.
Kuno,
Any canines?
You don't see any dogs.
Okay.
Kuno steps in and like for a moment takes in and then goes oh and covers Aqua's eyes immediately.
Yeah, all these dead animals.
Yeah. You're muted, Bubbly.
Shit!
Fuck.
I was just going along with it, going, what is it? What does he see? Is it scary?
Kuno kind of looks around and looks at Niall, like shrugs.
He just shrugs back and is just looking around.
Do you know what taxidermy is?
When people get taxed?
No.
No.
The real
it.
reason why Aqua hates taxidermists.
Aqua commits tax fraud?
Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely she
Aqua,
does.
have you paid your taxes?
Taxes!
Uh-oh.
I do my taxes for her, don't worry.
Yeah, it seems to be quite a large area. There's some on display, some on like a workbench towards the back in various states of repair or infusion. There's some vials of a long dried like milky white liquid that you imagine is used to like kind of glue and fill up the areas where the creatures are a little deflated from whatever manner of death they encountered.
Okay, well, Aqua, I'm going to remove my hands now. There is a lot of dead beasts in the room.
What?
They are stuffed, if that makes sense.
You pull your hands away, and Aqua, you take in the sight before you. First thing you see is a like posed bugbear. Oh, you see the frog in the corner, but just in your line of sight, you see the bugbear like posed on this big mannequin stand. A little plaque at the bottom.
Even an owlbear?
Thank you, Albert. Yes.
It's a bugbear that's just gonna die.
That's just a dude. That's just a whole dude.
It's just a whole
That's a coat rack.
Burgess.
Have I seen stuff like this before?
Have you seen taxidermy before?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you grew up fairly sheltered. I don't think you would have witnessed a taxidermist's office before.
Oh, wait, Kuno, you said these were dead, right?
Yeah.
Oh no! I just start petting the bug, or oh god damn it, the
That's my
owlbear.
bad. That's my bad. The owlbear, yeah. You kind of put pressure on his arm, and it just and falls off.
No!
Dust and like spiders kind of push out of the.
Let's not touch them, Aqua.
What?
There's nothing else we can do for them.
What?
There's nothing else we can do for them.
But why? Why is this a thing?
Because people are all kinds of terrible no matter where you go.
I pick up the arm. I place it in front of the bear, and I say, I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. Hoot hoot. Can I call you Hootie?
As you stand up from picking up its arm, you see the pole that sticks through the middle of this creature to hold it upright. It's just...
I wish one of the brothers was. Wait, which one could do mending?
I don't know.
Soren? I think it was Soren.
I think it was
He
Soren.
fixed the map, right?
I don't
wish he
know.
was here so he could put the arm back.
Maybe we can ask him to fix it in a little bit.
Are taxidermy things considered objects?
They are.
If this is
They're
too much for you,
processed
Aqua,
enough.
you can step outside if you wish.
As Niall's saying that, I look and I see the frog and I immediately start crying.
Oh, okay.
You go over to the frog and you're just
Yeah.
sobbing.
I'm gonna start trying to drag Aqua back outside.
Okay.
Kuno like peeks at you around the corner, like the game gives you like the eyes, like, do you need help?
I'm gonna try and get Aqua to leave first, and if I can't, then I'm gonna look at Kuno and be like,
Aqua, do you
How
put up
big is-
much of a fight?
Wait, first off, how
Yep.
big is this frog?
It's larger than Greg.
Bigger than hamburger.
It's like a triple quarter
hamburgers.
pounder, one might say.
Damn. Because I was gonna say I'd like to take it, but never mind.
You can. It's like literally a stuffed animal. You can take it. You just have to live with that fact.
Interesting.
Aqua, let's go.
Okay, but I'm taking this frog.
Okay.
Why are you taking the
You
frog?
can add one taxidermied frog corpse to your inventory.
Wait, can you fit that? Can any of no one of us can fit that in the bag, right?
It's not that huge. Like it could go in. It's gonna be a little tight in their backpack. It's gonna be their arms are gonna be sticking out, like when you go to a carnival and you win like the big plushie and you can't fit it anywhere. Yeah.
What's it posed as?
It's so like
It's in like jump stance where it's like about to jump.
That's the best.
okay. Yeah, so you just see that it's just trying to jump out of the bag.
It's weird
Like,
because
that's
it's
all
like soft. Like frogs don't have fur, so it's not furry, but it's like waxy soft, but it's very rigid. Like it doesn't bend or move. Like it's kind of frozen in a wax capsule here.
Resurrection.
I mean, that would be wild. 30 sessions from now, you guys truly resurrect this creature.
This frog.
Yeah, I'll take the frog and I'll just like tears going down my face and just.
Oh.
No, I just
Okay.
don't get it. Why frogs? Like why,
I don't know. People do awful things to many things. There's
Can
not
we-
really a reason why.
Can we find this person and put them in the ground?
I think they might already be dead.
We don't know that unless we look.
I think this place is at least 1,000 years old. I don't think many creatures can live over 1,000 years.
Well, moss is. Okay,
I don't think moss is 1,000 years old.
that's a good point.
Okay, come on.
Okay.
Let's start
Kuno,
leading her out.
you wander through to the far side of the chamber, and you see the workbench with various creatures in different states of
Is that our goblin?
repair. There is just a hand. You're not wrong. And you were standing at a locked door.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come back in after I'm done escorting Aqua out.
Okay. Aqua, give me a perception check.
Oh, hot damn. Perception. Where's my dice? I'm useless today.
Big 9. Okay.
I'm doing great, guys. I've
You're
gotten
doing
threes many
great.
times.
Kuno, Niall, you guys are at this locked door. The door itself is made of wood, although a dark kind of murky gray black wood, maybe stained with something. And the handle of the door does not protrude from the door. In fact, you have to put your hand into like this small hole, and you feel like it's a regular doorknob that twists left and right, but it's built into the door rather than protruding from.
Interesting.
And the lock is like a physical lock, or is it more like a bar kind of thing?
You don't
bar
see a
on the
lock.
outside.
You're pushing, you're pulling. It just doesn't seem to want to open.
Well, this is a issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me try on 3.
All right.
Strength checks.
I'm not that strong. I'm going to warn you.
Okay.
At least you rolled good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's wrong. It's 14. Sorry.
14 total. So you both
14
got
total.
14.
Yeah.
The door kind of and gives in. You don't open the door. You don't open the door where the door would naturally open. Instead, it like cracks in half as the like rotted wood kind of pushes in.
Well, that's interesting.
I didn't know I could bend wood.
I didn't know I could bend anything.
Okay.
You're not as strong as you give yourself credit for.
I'm really not.
And then Kuno's just gonna like kick the bottom half of the door down.
I think that was an insult.
Yeah, the way you said that, I think you said that backwards. You're not as strong as you give yourself credit for. Okay, as you guys enter the room, just I'm noticing the time here. We are gonna take a quick 5-minute break. We have another hour to go, team. So we'll be quick. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you in a little bit. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are back and ready to go. Ooh, wrong one. We wanted to push to this scene. We'll get there in a second. We are back, starting with Kuno and our dear child soldier Niall. You guys just broke through a door, looking around the room. It's pretty dark. What do you guys want to do?
I want to look around and see what's in here.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Yes, sir. That one.
Kuno, are you investigating as well?
I will counter your offer with a natural 20.
Oh my god! Oh, that's great. Okay, redemption.
That's my brother.
Let's go. Still, I love the fact that it's such a sad natural 20 because it's still -1.
Still -1. All my nat 20s have been on an intelligence
If
check.
it makes
Oh,
it better,
it's
mine's a
so
total of 5.
It's
Kuno's
great.
just
It's
having a
great.
good brain day.
Gareth is seething.
You look around, Kuno, and you find 2 things that seem to be valuable. One of them because it looks like it hasn't been affected by time or age at all. It looks to be in pristine condition. A large tome, about the size of your upper torso. Like it's quite hefty. And there's a title on it. What languages do you speak?
I speak Celestial, Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Infernal.
It has tones and pretexts from Celestial and Infernal. And it reads Book of Many.
Kuno will kind of pick it up, like blow the dust off of it.
Disintegrates.
It blows away with it. And he's just gonna kind of hold it up to Niall. Do you know anything about this?
About this book that we just found in the Underdark?
Can't say that I do.
Have you seen this before?
Are you a fan?
I just love the fact that Kuno asked
I went to the
that.
book club 2 years ago.
Who's the author?
There is no author list. There's just the Book of Many.
Here. Kuno's gonna open it up to like a random page. Like,
You open it up, and it is, in the simplest way to explain possible, it is a scrapbook of pieces of different animals. There's feathers, there's like a crow's foot, there's snake skin, there's like a rubbery piece of like dragon's wing. There's all sorts of different creatures in here, and there's descriptions written beside them, and it's like a science textbook. There's like circled elements that have notes written in the ledger, like this is a taxidermist journal on everything that they've found.
so this is a journal as opposed to a published book.
From what it looks like, yeah. You don't see any names. Again, you can't translate it. You're picking out pieces of different things that are commonly translated into the various languages that you understand. The other thing you find is a small bowl of circular, like perfect spheres inside them. It's a glass bowl.
How big are these spheres?
No bigger than your thumb. There's probably 2-3 dozen of them. They're pretty small. Like a swollen M&M. Thank you, Club, for that reaction. 10 out of 10.
I hate you so much.
Like a peanut M&M?
Yeah, with a big honker in it. It's a big
guys,
peanut.
We can't talk
M&M.
about M&Ms. You know that.
Copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah, copyright
That.
M&Ms.
Copyright.
I'm not saying there are M&Ms, they look like them.
Yeah, that's what you
Are
find.
they
Everything
sticky?
else just seems to be like clothing and various wear. Nothing that really stands out as important to you.
I was sort of hoping to find some people in here, but apparently not.
I
Yeah?
think if there was someone in here, they would have come out to the sounds of Aqua crying.
True, but I meant sort of the people we're looking to rescue.
You know anything about these spheres?
Not that I know of, Mr. Storyteller.
You can make a history check if you'd like.
I can try. but I might get
Aqua.
enough to make it.
I'm gonna whisper you something. If you could just pay attention to chat real quick.
The frog speaks to you.
Up, Aqua! Dab me up, homie!
Proby.
I got a really good roll, and now that's it. 19 total. 19 total.
19 total. They look to be almost the same size as like one of your shots, and they're like a black, almost metallic color, but something's not right. Like they're almost polished. It's a little bizarre.
It's almost like there's some sort of bullets, but
The only thing that
These
really
would-
stands out about the color is they're very similar to the floor that you guys were walking on outside in terms of like the matness to it.
Do you think these are, how do you say, a taxidermist needs his animals, right? Perhaps this is for hunting?
it's possible. I guess. The material looks like it was from the stone outside.
Common manufacture?
That I'm not sure.
Perhaps these go somewhere. Place them in a slot of sorts? Like a puzzle.
Perhaps.
You take 9 points of piercing damage, Aqua.
Holy shit.
Why?
What the hell's going on out there?
Did we hear her like crying pain?
You're about to.
Wait, give me a second.
I love the cutoff.
Kuno just knocks everything. The like.
We'll say.
Like Kuno puts the book in his bag and then hands the bullets to Niall, and
Niall
then just
takes them and runs.
and then just starts fucking booking it.
Point of clarity. Do you take the bowl or do you just scoop them out into your hands?
Decorative, like,
It's a very nice bowl.
I just picture
Oh my
like
god,
some
it's blood
decorative
rivers.
stones. And that's all they are.
Well, hold on. We'll say you guys are here at the moment because this is happening. Do you take the bowl or just the stuff inside?
Yeah.
It's up to you,
Oh,
Nick,
oh.
because you handed it to Niall, so it depends on
Oh,
what Kuno did.
I hand not Kuno, not Club.
Niall.
Niall.
She's like got way too many names in my head there. Just hands you the bowl.
Okay, I just shoved
Okay.
the bowl in my bag.
You shove the whole bowl in your bag. It's very nice bowl. And you head outside as you hear Aqua screaming. Amon, you hear the scream first because this is roughly around the same time that you walk out of the building you were in. So we'll say, Amon, you are. I know it's not right for direction, but we'll say you're like here.
Can Amon make out that it's Aqua screaming?
Yeah, you look forward. You can see Aqua because the light is from the purple-hued roots that you see around you is lighting her up, and Aqua just has a arrow sticking out of her clavicle.
Amon will run over to Aqua and like push her down to the ground and then like look around, like making it to where he's the only like standing target.
Okay.
And then like looking
You
around.
run
to see
up
where
and
the
just
arrow
side
came
check
from.
Aqua to the floor. Aqua, I'm gonna give
Yeah.
you a second to react here. The people who were in the other shop, Moss and Soren, you hear the scream as well. I'm assuming you are en route.
Right, was that Aqua? As we start like moving.
Okay. So
Orange,
you
like,
guys are
what
over
did
here.
she do now?
As Amon pushes Aqua to the ground, Amon makes it known that it's him. Is like, stay down, kid, and like pushes her down and like is looking where the arrow.
Puts her face in the dirt.
Stay down. Aqua, you got shot. And before Amon reacts, you look around and you don't really know where the arrow came from. You make a perception check if you'd like.
2 just to know the direction. Oh, my
You can
short
kind of
shoulder.
tell based on where the arrow is sticking out that it came from somewhere over here. But you don't have a
Somewhere
great
where?
idea.
Oh, somewhere over there. Wait, you said perception?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. It's like, wait, where's my perception? Oh, sure, that works, but nothing else fucking works. God damn it.
Okay.
It's a 25.
You see a shadowy figure flanked by a few others in the distance.
It was him! He did it! Pointing.
Amon, you see where Aqua is pointing, and I think at that moment I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
Oh
Hold on,
Here
this
we go
combat's
again.
got me sweating. I gotta take off one of these hats.
He's got so many hats on. Oh,
I
okay.
always thought Bear was a man with many hats.
Exactly.
Yeah, jack of many trades.
Okay, go
All
ahead
right,
and give me
initiative,
those
right?
Initiative rolls. Yeah, you can go to the
Initiating
combat
initiative.
tab and roll that initiative when you are ready. Oof, great initiative rolls for the archers.
Hey, Kuno.
Well done, brother. Oh.
Well, you go before. You'd go before. You'd go before Amon because you're.
Moss, what did you get for initiative? Ooh. All right. Actually, starting us off is Moss with that initiative. You hear the chaos in the
Okay,
in
I
the
realized I
distance.
was muted.
No worries.
Okay, goodness. So I don't see anything. I just heard Aqua scream, right?
Yeah, you see in the distance. Actually, no, you don't. You don't have dark vision. You're just running out of the shop and you heard Aqua scream.
Oh no! I can't see nothing. Right. I'm gonna go towards the sound of Aqua screaming.
Okay. You can definitely run right up there. You get right up to where Aqua and you can't really tell because of the light, but we'll say you can see that.
I see a
See
ghost
where
in
there.
the,
There
in
we
the
are.
distance. Right. And where did you get shot from?
Hey.
You see, it's hard to see, but you do see her pointing in the distance. You don't have dark vision, so you don't really have eyes on it.
Yeah, I don't expect that I have eyes. I just like what actual direction on the map.
Further
Sorry.
past you, so over here somewhere.
Okay, over there. Cool. That's all I was wondering.
All right.
I'm just going to take a pot shot Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go
into
ahead and make
the
a roll with disadvantage since you cannot see a target.
disadvantage. Okay, that's not bad. 16 and an 18. So
That'll definitely hit with your modifiers, yeah.
Yeah. All right, 8 damage.
8 damage. We will say 8 damage. You hear the sound, and you've heard the sound before of screaming sandlins. Just go, but still standing, it appears. You have a bonus action?
Sounds,
Yeah, it sounds like they're still standing. You still hear the beleaguered breathing.
I'm just gonna
as you attack the
go
darkness.
back around the corner.
All
if
right.
I can.
Absolutely. Ending your turn. Niall, you're up.
As soon as Moss goes back around the corner, he sees Niall coming around the corner.
Oh, hi, Niall. There's Sandman.
Yeah, I know Aqua's in danger.
That was obvious. Yeah.
Okay. Now you rush around. It's tough for you to see. You might have a shot leaning out.
I'm gonna try.
Okay, I will say, because you're leaning and it's dark, even with dark vision, that you have a shot with disadvantage.
Yeah, alright.
Please don't
Still
shoot
going
me.
for it.
Shoot him, Niall. You can do it.
I really can't. Oh my god, if I didn't have disadvantage, okay.
We really believe in you this time.
You should.
I always
Super believe in you.
You should.
First mistake.
The sound of
A
Aqua's
13
scream
does
pain.
hit with disadvantage.
It does?
It does. They're little goblins. They're not super strong. Give me that damage roll.
See, the sound of Aqua in danger.
That's max damage, baby.
Oh no! Oh no! For 14 total.
Don't shoot my Aqua.
You
You
did more
don't-
damage than you rolled in the attack roll.
You don't even hear a sound. You just hear the connection of a metal bullet and flesh, and just a thud as something drops to the ground.
Sorry, Moss.
It's one of the
It's
creatures
right
is
next to
killed.
you.
Oh, it's very loud.
Niall, ending your turn.
Yep.
Amon, you're up.
Is it me or is it Kuno?
I have a 15 dex.
I have like a 13. So.
Okay, yeah. So it would be Kuno. I'll fix the initiative here. 1 second. We'll say you just got
unless you want Kuno wants to go before me.
19. Just go back. There we go. Kuno's turn.
Alright. I'm going through this window.
Okay. Make a acrobatics or athletics checks as you just yeet yourself through a window.
Yeah, I'll go athletics.
this window.
Kablow.
That's a pretty good roll. I think it's a dirty 20.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
or
a dirty 20 to step up on a counter full of dead and stuffed animals and barrel roll through. You land on your feet, no problem. Your lantern is still on your hip, so you roll high enough that it doesn't catch fire or fall off you, so you still have a light source around you.
Okay. And then I'm gonna walk up 5. And then I'm gonna javelin that guy.
Okay, go ahead and throw your javelin.
This is a close one. I think this should still hit. Okay, man.
Javelin of Justice. 13 does
13?
still hit, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Just barely. AC 12.
Justice.
Javelin! 9.
9. You just watch as the javelin goes straight through, right below the throat in the little spot here, and just keeps going past as the goblin falls forward dead.
Okay.
Damn.
And then with the rest of my movement, I'm gonna walk backwards and kind of like, and then just have my shield up, kind of in front of me and Aqua and Amon, and then kind of just like protecting them.
All right. Amon, you're up.
Fuck yeah, that was cool as fuck.
That was a great move.
It was pretty sweet.
I'm
Very
move
solid
up next
move.
to Kuno to pretty much block Aqua off from like firing range, essentially. And we'll like put a hand on Kuno's shoulder, and we'll kind of hold his or pull his hand through the air, and we'll summon this ashy fire once more and send a firebolt at this goblin.
Hell yeah. Roll your attack. You watch Kuno as Amon steps up and looks just a lot more stocky and like put together, and like the non-reflection from the mat is just framing his form with his already shadow kind of essence, and he looks like he's in his natural habitat here. 16 does hit.
16. Normal D10. I'm gonna get my blood D10. My skull D10. I'm not a blood boy, I'm a skull boy.
You're a skelly boy.
Little skelly guy. Hey, he's a skelly guy. Hey guys.
Oh, hey guys, it's me, Skelly.
Mr. Skeleton.
9 damage.
9 damage. You guys watch, and Moss, you can even see this if you're still peeking a little bit because of the fire kind of
Just
lighting
a
up
little
the
bit, I
area
guess. Yeah.
as it hits this creature right in the chest. And where normally like a firebolt would kind of like fizzle out as they take the damage, it ignites their clothing in like an angry black flame, and the third creature falls dead.
Only 9 hit points? Damn.
Nice shot,
It
man.
looked like it took more damage than it should.
Oh.
Kuno, Amon is like gripping your shoulder, and you can just see him like teeth bared as he just like watches the goblin burn. And then he kind of like catches himself and lets you go and kind of drops his hand to his side.
Kuno like turns around and like pats you on the back. Good shot. and we'll just kind of tend to Aqua.
Very
Did we
nice.
get the arrow out?
Nice.
Nice
All right, you
job,
need to heal it
man.
right afterwards, okay?
Wow,
Nice work, everyone.
I'm gonna just quickly 1, 2, pull.
You pull the arrow out, a little squirt of blood follows it as it's in a sensitive area.
Oh,
Maybe you should let Sworn just walk by and watch
All right,
it.
heal,
Maybe,
heal.
maybe you should let trained hands do that.
I can do this, the basics at least.
Yeah, maybe, but you could prep an artery.
Sora's just thinking of all like the permanent scar tissue damage that Nile just caused.
Can I go
Okay,
investigate?
did you rip Arrowhead out, or did you push the arrow through?
You ripped Arrowhead out.
Ooh.
That hurts a lot.
Yeah, sword.
Niall's like, there's not a lot of time on the battlefield to worry about pain tolerance. Moss,
It's a
you
little bit of
stumble
trauma.
over to the body in the pitch dark.
Yes.
You can give me a at disadvantage investigation check while you all kind of crowd around Aqua to make sure she's okay.
Aqua, you need me to heal you this time?
Please do.
How's
Soren, Kuno-
Here,
an
we'll
8?
say you guys are here just so everyone's on
I
the
suppose.
Soren,
8.
Kuno,
You're kind of like
What?
fumbling through the
There's a
bodies and
frog.
your hands are just covered in blood and gore, but you don't really find anything worth taking. You do recover the javelin that Kuno threw.
What
grab
frog
that
are you
for.
talking about? Are you talking about Greg?
Oh, can I pull out the dexterity? I pull out the
Disgusting.
stuffed frog.
A little bit of blood on it.
I'll just bring the
I'm
javelin.
not gonna even comment. I'm not even gonna say anything about the frog. Just, I'm gonna start. I'm like, do I want to? You know
It's too
what?
dark for me to see anything over there, but here's your javelin bag, Kuno.
Kuno has like a 30-foot radius glow from his.
Can
Actually,
I
I think it's 60 feet.
Can I just
like
stitch
30
Aqua
bright,
clothes?
30 dim.
You want to try
a
suture? Yeah, you make a medicine check to just stabilize the wound to make sure it stops bleeding.
I'm gonna guidance myself.
Too much? I could just cure myself.
Well,
Just cast Cure Wounds.
that was.
Kuno
Unless
looks
you're
at
gonna
Soren
make
with like a
full
look of
stitch
like
this time.
he's asking permission or something
What? To who?
to you.
To me? I'm already done. I got a fucking. I got a fucking 24 plus 28.
Jesus. With a 28, Aqua, you heal 3. Just from the wound being closed properly.
Go.
I'll take
All the
to
mortician's
a-
assistant paying off.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the mortician, being terrified of mortician's assistant paid off.
Okay.
Wait, did I?
You guys are.
Twice?
No, I added it. You should be at 13 now, yeah.
Oh, okay. It went to 16, so
Yeah,
I'll
I gotcha.
decrease 3.
Nope.
Stop
I got
it.
you. I got it. I'm quicker
Oh,
than
the
you.
blood's everywhere.
It's just squirting out of every.
opened
It's
back
everywhere.
up. The world
Oh,
opened
Jesus
back up.
Christ.
I told you not to move your stitches.
How are you bleeding from the eyes?
And I would bandage it up with my bandages.
Easily done.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
you can heal.
You guys all
Are you
take a
really
moment to kind of listen. Don't hear any more footsteps or anything, and you wonder how Aqua let this thing sneak up on her, but everything's fine.
In my defense, I was crying over a frog.
Perception check at 3 definitely did not help.
Kuno's gonna just go over to the goblins. Can I find like a trail or anything? Did they
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
With pleasure. Natural 20. Jesus.
You rolling?
So
I'm rolling tonight.
I don't mean to make you think that a nat 20 screwed you here, but you are very confident that even with the grub and grime that might be on their feet and boots, they're not all wearing shoes, some of them are mismatched, there is no trail. The stone that they are walking on, if there is a residue left, either removes it or absorbs it or destroys it, but there is nothing but smooth paved matte black stone. You do see a pathway leading to another row of streets, but that's it.
They leave no trail. Kuno can look behind us just to see if we've left a trail at all.
Yeah, with your continuing nat 20, the blood spatter begins to disappear.
So floors cleans themselves. Kuno kind of like looks to Soren. Did you notice that?
Did I know this? What?
Did you notice that the floors are very clean?
That's such a great way to say that.
I'm sure. No, I did not know this. I just knew it was unnaturally smooth.
But look, the bloodstains are. The bloodstains are gone.
I was gonna make a joke here, but I'm not gonna make a joke.
It's perfect moment for one.
It would have been more like a Soren joke, but like not really.
All good. Do you guys
I couldn't think about
continue
it.
walking? Do you go back in to investigate the buildings, or?
Did you guys find?
Found a box of alchemy supplies for Soren, but it can only be opened by Amon, I guess.
It's a moment.
All right. Well, we found. He just pulls out the knot bullets, the bowl full of knot bullets.
Some of them have spilled into your backpack, but you gather you have most of them in this very decorative, ornate bowl. Simple, translucent glass.
Oh, ends this book.
And
and your scrapbook that you have.
Your scrapbook.
Yeah.
We should. Well, we should probably keep going.
Most likely.
We are here
I think
for
so.
a reason. We don't need the time. We won't let it. No, we've let our curiosity get the best of us.
Are these buildings made of stone or are they made of wood?
Elements of both. Mainly stone, but there are elements of like a dark, murky gray black wood.
Does it look like if the wood was burned, the stone would collapse?
That's a hard summation to make because, especially the building you're in front of, it is largely stone. The interior has a lot of wooden elements, but the structure itself is mainly stone.
I am going to grab the bodies of the goblins and I'm going to drag them back to the place we had already looted.
Okay.
And I am going to firebolt the nearest wooden object to catch it alight. And
In
then
the
let it burn.
alchemist building or in the
Yeah.
taxidermist? Okay.
In the alchemist building.
The fire begins to spread and the smoke fills the chamber.
And then I will calmly walk back to the taxidermist shop.
Okay. Easily done.
Do we smell the smoke? Like
You
getting
do,
to-
yeah. And the roof is 20 feet high, but it's only 20 feet high. The smoke begins to pool on the top. As the city
Something
begins
burning?
to fill with smoke.
What the hell?
Did someone set something on fire?
I feel like
Come
I'll
on.
give you 2 guesses.
I'm on.
And you only
Come
need one.
on.
Mon is standing outside just watching it burn.
Amon, you realize we're in a cave, right?
We are going to suffocate because of this.
He's not a scientist. Let's keep moving so we can get some air.
Okay. You guys push forward. Whoever is, it's 10 feet across. You guys can walk kind of 2 by 2. If you guys want to arrange yourself on Foundry and what order you guys would be walking, and then the front 2 give me a combined survival check, please.
I would be up.
I'm walking
Just
next to Aqua.
Kuno's got his lantern. Oh.
Hey, ready?
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I think we're in the original duos.
Okay. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Get out
Oh
of here.
boy, you two are awfully
Oh,
close.
you're behind. Gotcha. Okay.
Amon's walking underneath Moss's legs.
Oh no. On his hands and knees crawling.
Because he's just perfectly, that's how short he is.
Okay. You guys continue walking for a few minutes, and you guys can all look down and read it in pieces, but for the sake of Moss being able to just read the language, he kind of says them out as you guys walk. You go past Thistle Grasp.
Thistle grasp.
And then the next set of intersections are, it's actually, you can look both, you guys look down both sides as you walk to this next intersection, and about 10 feet in from the building is a wall of glass. And the name on the ground that only Moss can read is Acromonic Tree.
I think I found a name for the tree, perhaps? Might be a different tree, though.
Ooh.
Was it acronomic?
Acromonic.
Acromonic tree.
And ahead of you is a set of very, very, very large doors.
No, not again.
Right.
God damn it, Twitch chat, what is wrong with you guys today? Acromonic
I apologize for
trees
Den's
nuts.
existence.
It's so good.
I will be disciplining him accordingly.
Hey, yo.
Someone's going to the prison.
Okay.
The Shadow Zone.
You only see a way forward. On the left and right is blocked off, and behind you is just the way you came.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The doors are massive, at least 40 feet tall, heavy stone, and you notice that the roots are not touching the stone of these doors, though they do mingle around and up the sides past where the door's edge is.
How long have we been traveling today?
Well, the clearing of the rubble took the most. It's only been about an hour since that. You guys have moved fairly quickly through the chambers.
Okay, that's just right. Soren's gonna go up and I'm just gonna go up and try to examine the door.
Okay. It's the same stone as the door that you blew open with the dynamo.
Okay.
But it's not as large. Looks like you might, with a little bit of help, might be able to push this one open, assuming it's not locked.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Kuno over and see if he can help me push it open.
Okay. One of you can give me a strength check with advantage.
I think I got this. No, just kidding.
Want to take it big, bro?
I'm on it. Just like
Luck's running a little low. You just had strength.
Yeah.
Amon, you're a little quiet.
Amon is just sitting in the like a good 10.
I'll give you guidance.
Almost 15 feet away from the group.
Okay.
Hand just tracing the tree branch or the roots as we're walking, and he's just like talking as if he's talking to somebody.
Okay.
But like not like loud enough towards like able to make out a conversation, like very quietly, like hushed, like rushed voice.
Okay. 12 total with guidance.
Not with you.
What's your? I was waiting for you to roll it. Or do you want me to roll it?
Oh well, you can add a big
Usually
old
the person who receives it should be rolling it, but yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay.
Add the one.
I was saying I rolled a 1. I literally picked it up and dropped it, and it dropped in the same exact position I picked it up in.
So with a 13, you begin pushing, and you do hear the stone grinding against stone as it pushes. It's a real heavy. It's a real heavy door, and the matte black of the ground below you does not offer a lot of friction to push your weight into, so you find yourself slipping a little bit. But the door does begin to open. It might take a little bit. Do the rest of you just awkwardly stand there and watch as the brothers open this door?
It's not gonna work that well, but I'm going to try.
Pull up some popcorn and just start watching.
There's room for everybody to help.
Yeah, it's a massive door. You guys could walk up and try.
Let's go. Let's do this.
We'll say with the 5 of you, because I doubt Amon is helping in this moment. Kind of lost in his thoughts.
Amon, are you coming to help?
Amon is just holding the root.
Monday helped you with the stones. You can help me with the door.
He does not answer you.
Okay.
Maybe stop talking to the roots.
Stop talking.
In like the loudness of the door grinding, Kuno's gonna try and like whisper to the rest of to kind of like across the, because I'm assuming we're all leaning, pushing. He's gonna kind of like whisper across to Moss and just kind of like, is he all right?
He's upset because I didn't let him take a box.
This place has a lot of significance to him, it seems.
Well, I think his ego was a little upset because I gave him the box to open it, and when he tried to trade it to your brother, I told him no, and to just give it to him. So I think he feels a little demeaned in front of a few people or something.
Well, I didn't think it was that. I thought it was more related to the roots and his.
Well, I think
found
the roots are a new thing, but the arson is not it's not the first time.
Doesn't he seem stronger though? This place speaks to him.
I don't know. He seems more aloof and standoffish. Whether that translates to strength, I guess we'll find out.
Moss, where your hands are on the door, pushing, you feel like a carving in the palm of your hand. Like something etched into the stone as you're pushing. And you realize that it's like a band across the entirety of the door that just repeats the same rune or symbol over and over again.
Okay.
You take your hand away and kind of focus on it. Give me a Arcana check. Even with your eyes of the Rune Keeper, deciphering this is a little bit tough.
It says, touch this crack, break your mama's back.
Damn.
No!
Check crack.
It actually says the last one to touch this door is a rotten egg, weirdly enough.
Shit. I think we knew the
I
rotten
think
egg
it's
is
only
all
his
along.
One ate it.
16?
16. You are able to turn what you're seeing into an arrangement of common lettering, but you do not interpret a meaning from the word EMBI. E-M-B-I.
NB.
This wall is non-binary?
Guys, we gotta stop pushing this wall.
Yeah, don't force this wall to do anything. Give it a break. It's doing its best.
Cut it some slack, guys.
But as you kind of decipher it and you're really confused about like why like a word isn't or a meaning isn't jumping out to you, you begin to see a long line of light from the seam of the door as the door is opening enough for whatever is on the inside to begin leaking out. A strong
You just hear
purple
Niall just like
glow.
groaning intensely.
And that was, did I say it out loud and that's what happened, or?
No, this is just as the door's being pushed, you eventually get to that point.
What's leaking out?
I'm gonna say,
Light.
there's more writing on the door. It's, I don't know what it means, but it says MB. Not familiar to anyone?
Can't wait till you guys find the next wall and it's polyam.
This door says eight.
This one says Ase. What's Ase?
MB, Polyam, and Safi.
Oh no.
Don't forget Aero.
This one just says gay.
This one's
That's good.
no, nothing matters until you get to the final boss door and it's just Sundar.
We don't talk about the straight door.
Yeah. The straight door was destroyed years ago.
The straight door was the one we blew up.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Okay.
It was in the
You
closet, actually.
push through the door enough that you guys could make your way through the
Damn, sir. I mean, the idea of Polydor just being a double door is so fun.
No, it's a rotating door.
No, what about ace equals no door?
A revolving door.
Oh my god.
Ace is just no door, it's just a wall.
Let's go.
Okay. We got 21 minutes to wrap this up. Let's keep pushing. The door is opened enough that the light pushing out allows you to see in or walk in if someone would be brave enough to do so. Or you can leave. You're welcome to leave. Soren, you walk in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Niall will be close behind.
Well,
Anyone else?
let me just load up some totally thematic music here real quick.
Say unrelated stuff.
Totally unrelated thematic music.
Yep.
Completely random.
Nothing to worry about.
You know what? Lovely.
Is this Travis Scott?
Stop. Okay, let's bring it in, guys. Let's bring it in. Entering into the massive chamber at the center of this city. Soren and Niall walking in first, you are immediately starstruck by the gargantuan stone glass tree that fills the space. Beautiful crystalline branches and leaves carved and colored like stained glass fleck throughout the tree. Though stony and unnatural, the tree appears to sway slightly, almost like pulsing with the thrum of the cavern's energy. Silver, purple, black colored leaves reflect torchlight, illuminating the whole chamber. The roots of the tree, like thick cables, dig deep into the ground, and you imagine outwards where you've seen them throughout your travels. The tree in some parts is almost translucent. You're able to see the central structure. Give me a perception check, you two. can't tell if that's a good smile or a bad smile, Club. Nope, not a good smile.
That's a nat 1 for a total of 3.
Okay.
Shit. Don't worry
Man,
about
that's a
me.
cool
Don't
tree.
worry about me. I got a dirty 20.
A dirty
What's
20.
the tree's so cool.
With a
Brothers
dirty
are
20,
fucking
Soren,
funny.
you see in one portion that's translucent about 80 to 100 feet up. This tree, by the way, stretching past the edge of your vision. You see a man floating in classic T-pose. He is T-pose, looking straight up. The roots wrapped around his wrists and ankles, restraining him. And from this distance, it's hard to make out any detail, but he's got these black markings all over his mostly nude body. But you do see up and down his legs, his chest, his arms, into his skin on his face, these black symbols.
Are we close enough to make out the symbols?
No, there's at least 80 feet straight up.
You guys see anything in there?
Yeah. A tree.
The rest
we
of
found
you,
the tree.
the rest of you slowly filter into the chamber, and it is quite bright in here with the leaves reflecting all of the natural root light that's kind of bleeding through the bark of the tree, so to speak.
So as a man up there, wrapped into the roots.
Wait, there's a man?
Yeah.
I can't. Is there enough light for me to see anything, or is it
Yes,
still?
yeah, it's bright light in here.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we didn't need Oobnak after all. We found the tree.
So that's... We've never needed
Seems-
neck.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
Oh,
I gave him money to like help me guide
that.
this tree.
Did you get that money back after...
Yeah. How much did you give him?
No, I took his finger.
Oh.
Okay.
Truly hate that.
Wow. What are you gonna do with it?
Amon, are you
Who
coming?
knows?
The tree looks the same as the roots, right?
Correct.
Amon has walked into the door and is now making his way through the group
Make him away.
and is just like enamored with the tree.
Here we go.
Hey,
What are you doing?
Amon, wait a minute. You need to make sure there's no goblins first, then we can get closer.
I'll fucking rip them apart. You don't have to worry about me.
I mean, I saw I saw you get down by some.
What is going on with him?
And then he's
Getting down
just
with me.
walking. He's just walking towards the tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk after him.
Yeah.
The distance is staggering. The tree is so massive that it feels up close. You guesstimate this chamber must be at least a few hundred feet across, as the tree, which is centered in this massive chamber, is more than 120 feet away. But you walk towards the center. Approaching it, you all, except for Amon, begin to feel this sickly anger in the back of your mind, this hatred of something. You can't really grasp it, but the only thing in this room that feels right, including yourself, is Amon. Everything else, including the hands you look down and see, feel unnatural.
Did Amon get his hands on a wish spell?
You guys walk with Amon ahead of you, now almost enamored by the friend, the traveling partner you've grown to know over these few days that it's been. Amon, you reach the tree. It is massive, 30 feet thick, tall. You cannot see the top from where you are.
This is all I've ever needed.
What are you talking about, Amon?
You didn't need any of them. I just needed this. And then he just places his hands on the tree.
I'm sure you're right
Tries
about
to
that.
feed off of it.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
What are you doing?
Ooh. Okay.
I'm assuming whatever he's doing is right, so...
17? I don't know if that's gonna work against the god tree, but...
17. What is your current max HP?
28.
Damn. Your new max HP is 54.
He's a weed.
Oh, not this again.
And as your hands touch the cool bark of the tree, the rest of you watch as Amon is too enamored to really notice as he feeds from this tree. A line...
And inside the tree, like what he did with Bear, or what did with Moss.
No. They're firmly against the surface. You guys watch from the corner near his feet. A purple, like, bright light, like almost like a laser beam coming through from the other side, cuts a door in the tree. And as the door finishes, Amon pushes it open.
He just walks in.
Amon walks in. Amon,
Kuno kinda
inside,
looks
you
panicked.
see the inside of a 30-foot diameter circular chamber with a very large staircase circling around the perimeter all the way up.
Are we following him?
I don't think we have a choice.
Don't think we do have a choice. What do you mean?
I actually think we have the best choice right now.
We have a lot of choices.
could just dip right now.
I do not necessarily care what happens to Amon.
Moss
I
walks
do
through the
care.
portal.
Well, I think at this point we're better
he's
as a
right
group
behind
than we
us.
are separate. And there goes Aqua, so now I have to go.
Okay, Kuno and Soren, you're at
I
the
still have
base
to
of the
impress
tree.
him.
Kuno kind of looks at the door and then kind of looks at Soren.
You want to go? No, I will go.
Kuno,
Mhm.
make an insight check for me, please.
Solid 9.
Solid 9. Okay. Something about the feeling that you have about Amon and yourself and this atmosphere is familiar, but you're not too sure from what.
I think they rely on us, so we should be there for them.
Sora's just like, nah.
Nah, see you later, bro.
He wants to say it so bad. I can see it on his face.
I do.
Nah. That's great.
I'm not going to go out of my way to save them anymore once we enter that threshold. Maybe Nal and Aqua, but the other two, I don't know.
Well, I
Especially
think they
Amon.
would do the same for you.
Yeah, thank you, Bart.
Maybe not Amon, but at least
don't-
Moss.
I don't think so. You think too much of people.
And you have a poor judgment of character sometimes.
I think I know. I can see usually through the bullshit, and you've been wrong a lot. So let's go. Let me prove you right once again. Let's go. Let me prove you right, brother.
Yikers! A little bit of sass.
And Kuno like walks up behind you and like nudges you with his shoulder and kind of gives you this like smirky grin and just kind of like walks backwards through the portal.
Yes,
Man, that was so spicy that I gotta take off one of my shirts.
Oh no. Oh no, this is why you took so long coming back from the break. You had to get 3 shirts. Oh yeah, I'm sweating. My head is
honestly,
80 degrees Celsius right now.
Like honestly, it is getting pretty hot in here.
Oh my god.
I hate you
I think
too.
it's, you know,
Colby, what do you have underneath there? Colby, what do you have underneath there?
Oh no.
just a regular shirt. It looks
It's just a regular shirt.
No,
All right,
no, it's
everything's
gonna be
fine.
another fucking. It's gonna be a hoodie.
I think it's a little hot in here.
As
just a t-shirt.
the
Yeah.
brothers finally, with a touch of contempt, enter the tree. That is where we will end tonight's session.
Shut your filthy mouth.
Wow, we got to the tree. Let's go.
Excuse me, bro. Turns around.
Wow,
I hate you,
bro. Before
84 HP.
Before we close out tonight's session, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in. As a reminder, the podcast will go up Wednesday and Thursday, with the full VOD on YouTube on Friday. Keep a lookout for our TikToks and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, whatever you guys prefer to view the content as. I'm sure we've got some fantastic clips from tonight's episode. So thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for after the wise words from the storyteller for a little bit of fan art from our resident artist, Dan, and I will definitely remember to do it this time. Thanks, guys. Hearts in chat for all of you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Tyler, did you also get last week's too? Because just in case some people didn't see the VOD.
In the dark tunnels below the gem mine, west of Salt Creek, in the region known as the Barrens, our travelers have found something older than time. An acromonic tree. Language. A city, civilization. None of it explains how the goblins got here. And no sign of the miners has been found. As they push forward and now upward, I wonder what will give them answers. The trust in each other? The man in the tree? Or what waits on the other side?